And now let's go live to the 407 Barbecue Press Box, where Andy Ace Smith, the Chippewa lineman Clark McNulty, and the legendary Kenny Arthur will take you the rest of the way.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Texarkana on the campus of Pleasant Grove High School. Week 2 of the 2020 high school football season. Class 4A, Division I versus Division II tonight. It's your Argyle Eagles and the Pleasant Grove Hawks. The Hawks come in defending Class 4A Division II state champions. 1-0 after a victory last week, 55-14 victory over Nashville. That'd be Nashville, Arkansas, not Tennessee. And they come in expecting to win, which they always do. They've been state champions 2 out of the last 3 years. And by the way, the 1 year they didn't, they made it to the state finals. So 3 years in a row they've been to the state championship game. Their plan this year is to win 3 out of 4 state championships, and they've got the team to do it. They've got the players to do it. The only thing they're lacking a little bit is depth. Argyle has the depth, and we'll see if they can make a run this season. Argyle, of course, showed that they had what they needed a week ago against Decatur in a huge blowout victory in Week 1 at Eagle Stadium. This is a completely different style of contest tonight, and Andy Smith hanging out with me tonight. Andy, it's good to have you with the first game for you for 2020.
This is my debut in 2020 back on the Argyle Eagles Booster Club Broadcasting Network sports thing. So just very, very pleased to be here. We had a really good start to the season, and I think it knocked the cobwebs off, and that's a good thing because we got us a big one tonight as I'm looking out there in the captains, and their captain is Landon Jackson, who is the tallest man in the stadium. I know.
He's a big old boy. Landon Jackson goes 6'7", listed 6'7", 245. Has already committed to play for the LSU Tigers next season.
I'd send him out to do the coin toss if I were just trying to make a statement.
Someone?
Just send him out there. You ever seen The Rock Johnson?
Yes,
that's what he looks like in street clothes.
Yes, absolutely. And he was out there with Zach Stewart, who goes 5'5". No, that's not Zach. I thought that was Zach at first. Tito. But Tito only goes 5'9" against 6'7" Landon Jackson. There's no doubt Landon Jackson intimidating. You don't see that many high school players with a like an actual tattoo sleeve down his arm. We're not talking about like a shirt. It's actual tattoos.
Those aren't something he got out of his Frosted Flakes box.
Exactly.
Well, Argyle won the toss and going to receive, and that's a good sign.
So we are in the 407 Barbecue Press Box, and now it is time to check in with Andy Ace Smith, the Rapid Med Urgent Care keys to victory tonight.
I got it, Kenny. I'm really happy to do that. Here are the 3 keys to victory. Number 1, on offense, fast, wide, and deep. Deep because they got a lot of guys that can roll out there, but otherwise make Pleasant Grove cover 53 yards across and 100 yards deep and go fast. Try to wear them out. Spread them out. They play a lot of guys 2 ways. Get them tired. Number 2 is on defense. You're going to see a wing T offense, and the key is lots of deception. So you got to get in your gaps and tackle anything that's black. The last key to victory, I was working on it, and I got dizzy thinking so hard about it, so I went over to Rapid Med Urgent Care, said, Dr. Gomez, you got to help me out. He put that stethoscope on me, and he said, I got it, Andy. If Argyle will score more points tonight, they will win.
It's absolutely amazing what they can tell you over at Rapid Med Urgent Care, the diagnosis. And we're going a little early, so we'll have to check in with Clark here in just a moment to get the Chick-fil-A on 407 mood on the sideline. But right now, Enrique Rios is set to kick off, and he does. It's end over end. It's high. It's a pooch kick. It's going to be taken at the 25-yard line. That's going to be Knox Scoggins who's going to have it. He's going to get out to about the 35-yard line before he is brought down there by Rylan Hopkins, a junior for Texarkana Pleasant Grove. And we'll try to see if we can get those starters to announce themselves here in a few minutes, but we'll give you a little bit of that as we get rolling here. As we didn't, things kind of went a little different here. Usually after the players come out, we have a national anthem and whatnot. They played that about 7:15, and so we just kind of got all sorts of different things.
We were ready. Let's go. Started a little early.
C.J. Rogers, the Argyle quarterback, he was 12 out of 17 last week, 209 yards, 5 touchdowns in Week 1. He has Braden Baker as his tailback to his left. Fake to Braden. There's some pressure, but CJ's going to have a wide open goal. Kirkpatrick at midfield. He's off to the races. Heading for the corner on the left side. 15, 10, 5. Argyle touchdown. Second week in a row. First play from scrimmage. Argyle touchdown. This one, 65 yards. CJ Rogers, Cole Kirkpatrick, 6 on the board for the Eagles.
Oh, my goodness. What a start. Well, that's a good fast start. And I tell you, want to talk about fast? Get it to number 5, Cole Kirkpatrick. He catches the ball at midfield, and it is off to the races, and he was running away. In fact, he ran so fast he almost had to hurdle the fence on the back of the end zone. What a play.
Caden Dotson for the extra point out of the hold of Sutton Lee. And the extra point is good. 11:42 to play in the first quarter. It's already Argyle 7, Pleasant Grove nothing. And then we've got a little bit of some time, so let's hear those starters on offense for Argyle. Go deep again. This time it's Cash Walker. He's going to have to slow down a little bit, and he makes the catch. Makes a nice move at the 25. Now running to the right toward the end zone. Argyle Eagle touchdown. A 70-yard touchdown pass. C.J. Rogers to Cash Walker. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Todd Rogers, head coach. This is my starting 11 on offense.
C.J. Rogers, number 12, senior quarterback.
Knox Scoggins, number 4, junior running back.
Cole Kirkpatrick, 5, senior wide receiver. Hayden Stewart, number 6, junior wide receiver. Cash Walker, number 3, senior receiver.
Josh Ballot, 87, senior tight end.
Jack Tucker, 75, senior left tackle.
Austin Criswell, 71, junior left guard.
Blake Spence, 78, senior center.
Nick Rubian, 77, junior right guard.
Sharon Wilson, 72, junior right tackle.
Caden Dotson kicking it off, and it's deep. It's Logan Johnson, 9 yards deep, and he thought about bringing it out, but he will take a knee, and they'll bring that out to the 25-yard line. So that deep kickoff will have Pleasant Grove with no opportunity, because that's one of their stars, Logan Johnson, the 5'10", 180-pound senior. He's the wingback for Pleasant Grove, and he will get the majority of the carries. Last week, 12 carries, 141 yards, averaging 12 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns. Quarterback is Jalen Woodside, a junior. He only threw the ball 6 times last week. Nick Martin and Jalen Boardley are the 2 running backs. Up front, Jackson Cartwright is the center. Cameron Weekly, Alex Murphy, the guards. Torrey Phillips and Jordan Stewart are the tackles, and we spoke about big Landon Jackson. He's the starting tight end. He goes both ways, and there's a handoff here to Nick Martin. And he is slammed down right at the line of scrimmage.
Logan May came in, and what a hit. That was a big-time wallop on Nick Martin, best linebacker Argyle might see this year. He's at running back. He's a big kid, 200 pounds, 6'1". Logan May just took the wood to him and laid him out.
Logan is a linebacker, but he's lined up as he's got his hand down on the ground. Here's Logan Johnson getting the carry, and he finds a little bit of room on that left side. He's going to be close to a first down. He kind of looked a little bit like La Vega. He just kind of stutter-stepped over there for a while, so there was a small hole, and he's able to get about 7 yards, make it 3rd down and a yard for the Hawks.
It's going to be all runs for the Hawks. They only threw the ball 6 times last week for 57 yards, 2 completions, but they ran for a bunch. And that wing T, they like to, fake up in the middle and send it on the outside, and then they put blockers in front of everybody.
So the eye look right behind, so straight up the middle, and he's not going to get a first down. He's still fighting, but he was hit by Darren Chapa in the backfield, and it will be absolutely no gain. It will be 4th and a yard for the Hawks. If you're just joining us, Argyle already leads 7-0 on 65-yard touchdown pass. C.J. Rogers to Cole Kirkpatrick on the first play from scrimmage, and it looks like Coach Gibson will bring on the punt team for Pleasant Grove.
Boy, Argyle came to hit tonight. That was strength on strength right up the middle against Argyle. Pleasant Grove's offensive line, a lot of experience, a lot of size, huge. But Argyle said not tonight.
Snap a little low, but it's fielded in a nice booming spiral punt. It's taken by Zach Stewart. He makes the fair catch at the 29-yard line, and that's where Argyle will set up shop. 37-yard punt, no return. Argyle leading 7-0, 9:53 to play here in the first quarter. And Clark McNulty, you down there with us somewhere?
Absolutely.
All right, now let's find out a little bit about that Chick-fil-A of 407 mood on the sideline. And How's it feel down there? I saw a few sweat stains on you already.
I'll tell you what, it is really muggy down here. These two-way players for Pleasant Grove are going to have their work cut out for them. Everybody knows what a big game. Pleasant Grove has fans that are all padded up. I'm telling you, it's a big game.
Going deep, looking for Kirkpatrick again, and just a little overthrown. He was a yard or two behind the defender. I'm sorry, that was actually intended for Argyle's number 6, which is Hayden Stewart, and just about a yard or two too far from C.J. Rogers. It would be 2nd and 10.
Absolutely. Hayden had a step. Argyle just chunking it deep, taking the Hawks just deep. Like we said, go fast, go deep.
Take the handoff. CJ's going to go deep again, this time on the right side, and it is incomplete, knocked away, just a little bit underthrown. That one intended for Cash Walker, and a nice job defensively over there to gain some ground and knock it away by Jaden Parker, and so it'll be 3rd and 10.
Cash Walker had a step. That ball was well defended, maybe a little underthrown. 3 plays, 3 50-yard passes.
3rd down and 10. We'll see what they do this time. And this time a little out right at the first down marker. Slip tackle at the 40, but then drug out of bounds at the 45-yard line is Cole Kirkpatrick, and that will be an Argyle first down, a 16-yard gain up to the 44-yard line.
Well, I it's a good reason I'm not Coach Bechtel. He knows what he's doing, and I don't. I would have not expected 4 consecutive pass plays to start this game.
Knox Scoggins, the running back, to the left of C.J. Rogers, and he gets the handoff this time and runs right into one of the big defensive linemen, and that is one of the reasons why Coach Bechtel might be a little concerned about running the football. That is definitely the strength of this Pleasant Grove defense, is that defensive line. That was big 290-pound Cameron Weekly. 2nd down, 9, handoff again to Scoggins, and he's going to get hit by Nick Martin this time, and he got away from Jackson in the backfield and thought he had a hole here. And then Andy, you'd already talked about how good of a linebacker Nick Martin is, and he breaks away from his lineman who was blocking him and makes the tackle.
He's so intense. He's got 14 offers to play on Saturdays, but he just is a great, he leads by example and just disrupts the play. He's almost unblockable. And Argyle tried a couple of running plays, no success.
3rd down and 9. 2 receivers right, 1 left this time for the Eagles. And this one is, incomplete. It was in the hands of Hayden Stewart, and enough for a first down. Would have been about a 10-yard gain and would have been a first down, but in and out of the hands of Hayden Stewart, and the Eagles will have to punt for the first time.
Had what they wanted, just a quick out. CJ had good time, good protection from the offensive line. You talk about a matchup to watch, and I know the Chippewa lineman down there on the sideline is to watch our offensive line against their defensive line. That's almost like a college matchup right there. Argyle had the advantage. Good pass protection.
Caden Dotson, left-footed kicker. And he drops the football, does the return man for Pleasant Grove, but he gets right back on it. That's Quinn Bingham. And he will get right back on it, and it will be at the 20-yard line, a 34-yard punt. And that's where Pleasant Grove will have it 1st and 10. So we'll take a little bit of a look at that Argyle defense since we didn't get a chance to hear those guys announce themselves. The 3-5-5 defense this year. Ty Johnson, Chase Bonnell, the defensive linemen, defensive ends, Darren Chapa, the nose guard. The linebackers will be Logan May, Grant Mirabal, and Davis Elsey. Jet Copeland and Caleb Murdoch are the corners. Will Ramsey, Zach Stewart, Hunter Roberts, the safeties. Here is a handoff, and breaking a couple of tackles at the line of scrimmage and having a nice gain of about 11 yards straight up the middle is Nick Martin. And a first down for the Hawks, their first down of the game.
So the Hawks, they huddle, in case you guys, by the way, we are waiting for our camera operators to get here. I think they got caught up in some serious traffic and trying to get them set up. So if you're trying to watch online, we're working on it. But they come to the line out of a huddle, which that's what that is back there where they're gathered.
Oh, is that when people gather like that?
And they hit the line, and it's like they don't even really pause. They just go. 2 tight end set except for this play.
And there's the handoff, and running over someone there. It was Nick Martin, and Grant Mirabal is the one that makes the stop for Argyle, but he's also the one that took a little bit of the punishment that time from Nick Martin. A gain of about 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Hawks.
That's what they want, 5 yards of play and maybe bust one. Grant Mirabal was in great shape. I'd say he less made the tackle than just got in the way that time because he was trying to fill the gap. Grant Mirabal, good size, 225, 6-foot sophomore. How about that? on this big stage. But Argyle just needs to keep the Hawks in front of them. Make them work. See if they can force a fumble, kind of confuse them on defense.
Here's a handoff this time on the right side and hit in the backfield. This time is Jalen Boardley. He's the freshman starting running back. And several Argyle Eagles back there in the backfield, including Chase Bunnell. And it'll be 3rd down and 5 for Pleasant Grove.
Jet Copeland, cornerback, came in on a cornerback blitz, closed off the outside. 3rd down play here, but boy, those running backs from the Hawks, they will fight, man. They very rarely go down on the first contact. Argyle had them for a loss for maybe 3 or 4 yards, and he got back near the line of scrimmage.
They do take a little bit of time back there, get in the playoff, then they get right to the line of scrimmage. Play clock's down to 2. And a timeout's going to be called by Coach Josh Gibson as the play clock was down to 1, and they were sending a guy in motion, so they were going to get the playoff in time. We'll take a quick timeout. 6:43 to play first quarter. It's Argyle 7, Pleasant Grove nothing. We're back in just a moment here on AEBC Broadcasting.
Over 65 years and still growing. At Bill Utter Ford, we'll help you find the perfect car, truck, or SUV with our always utterly affordable prices. Bill Utter Ford is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles, and together we are flying high over North Texas. Bill Utter Ford, a Denton County tradition for over 65 years. Visit us today or see us online at BillUtterFord.com.
You're gonna like the way we treat you, Bill Utter Ford.
Feel like you never have any space to put things? Tired of your closet always looking cluttered, no matter how you try to organize it? Try Closets by Design. Have an expert out for a free consultation to have a look at your closet, garage, home office, pantry, anything. And they will build you a closet system that caters to your every need. Why go buy a basic cookie cutter piece of furniture when you can put in a system tailored specifically for your every need? Schedule your consultation today by calling 972-361-0010 or schedule it online at closetsbydesign.com. Imagine your home totally organized. Closets by Design.
3rd down and 5. Handoff here to Nick Martin. And he's going to get stood up after a gain of about 3. Grant Mirabal is in there. Ty Johnson in on the stop, as well as Zach Stewart. It'll be 4th down and about 2 now for Pleasant Grove.
Zach Stewart really stepping up big to make a stop there. How about that 2 3-and-outs to start this game? Like Tresham, they did get 1 first down on the first down, but forcing a couple of punts early here in the first quarter. That's going to cost them.
Yeah, that might. I don't see a flag.
Yeah,
he threw it, didn't he? That's going to be
12
men on the field for Argyle as they were substituting and they were trying to substitute for the punt return team. And looks like Logan May didn't come off the field until the last second, and he was still about 5 yards out on the field before that ball was, or after that ball was snapped. And that's going to be a.
That's a mental mistake right there that you really are going to pay for in this kind of situation.
But I think what Coach Rogers is over there complaining about, and Clark, maybe you can hear some of that, is when the offense subs, the defense is supposed to have every opportunity to sub for really as long as they want. I don't think there's any type of deal where you stop giving them an opportunity to sub.
No. And what he's asking is that there's a set amount of time, and I believe it's 10 seconds, that they hold everything off so that we can do what we need to do, and we didn't feel like we got it.
So the defense will have to come back out there as it a first down, and the ball will go up to the 44-yard line. And so, honestly, though, Andy, you've been watching a lot of Argyle football. I've never seen us sub that many guys. Lots of times we just kind of leave the defense out there and move somebody back to receive the punt.
Yeah, I think that
looked like we were trying to change out about 8 or 9 guys there.
I think the idea was that they were going to go for it, and they were setting their defense and tried to get their punt return team on there too late.
So first down and 10, and this is going to be the end around to Logan Smith, and he makes a nice move. There's a flag down. He's going to have a first down. Flag is right back around the line of scrimmage.
I think it's a crackback block.
And
yeah, there was somebody that got blocked in the back. I couldn't see it. It's not the brightest lights I've ever seen, or my eyesight is probably that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is a little poor, but it's one of the things that the Hawks do really, really well. They pull a lot of people and get a lot of people out in front. And that time they did. And if they can seal that edge and break one tackle, then they get a big gain.
So a hold against Pleasant Grove. So that will back them up to the 34. It'll be first down and 20. The Cinch Cleaners uniform update tonight, so we can paint the picture for you if you can't see it on YouTube. Argyle in their white jerseys with red numerals outlined in black, black pants, black helmets with the silver eagle feathers. Here's a handoff straight up the middle. And a gain of only a couple. Going to be about second down and 18. Pleasant Grove is in there all black. Black jerseys, black pants with white piping down the pants. White numbers, black helmets with a gold PG on the side of those helmets. And on the back of every jersey for PG, it says Full Tilt, where you would normally see a last name of a player.
Well, I thought they were all related.
Yeah, you thought they were all named Full Tilt.
Cool name. Heart and Soul is what they had last season, or maybe last week.
Second down and 18. And a rollout pass this time. Woodside looking to throw, and he's going to throw way over his intended receiver. Pass was intended, it looked like, for Logan Johnson. And Sutton, no, I'm sorry, that's not Sutton Lee. That is number 16 for Argyle, Jacob Robinson, the sophomore, on the coverage for the Eagles.
Logan May with the quarterback pressure. And if you call pressure leveling the quarterback and throwing him back about 5 yards, that was pressure. Logan May, big hit. Will Ramsey came on a safety blitz as well. Argyle putting a lot of pressure, forcing Pleasant Grove to adjust on the fly. A lot of shifts up front, a lot of shooting in different gaps, trying to confuse them.
Third down and 18. Here's a toss sweep. We've got a procedure penalty or something before the snap. We'll check. We got a legal motion is what the call will be from the official. We don't have the official mic'd up, so we can't get that. And if we did, we wouldn't have it. So, you go to some of these schools sometimes, and they just don't give you things you need.
Jalen Woodside, the junior quarterback for the Hawks, it's a first-year starter. And you want to go fast, but I don't think he's given his guys very much time to get set. At that time, there were a few guys moving before they weren't set before they snapped the ball. And can't do that. That helps. Argyle backing them up, big third down. This is not a situation that the Hawks want to be in.
Third down and 23, and Logan Johnson's got the carry, and he's fast, so you got to wrap him up, and he does get upended. Jacob Robinson and Will Ramsey out there to combine to make the stop. I'm sorry, it's Cade Moore helping in on the stop there. Number 20 for Argyle. It'll be fourth down and about 13, and the Hawks will bring out that punt team once again.
Boy, Logan Johnson, senior, 5'10", 160-pound wingback. He can fly. Wow. He got to the edge. Fortunately, Argyle had some cushion. They needed it. Forced another punt.
Punt is away. This one ends up being end over end. It's going to hit at about the 30 and take a nice Pleasant Grove bounce all the way down inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. 42-yard punt that time for Drew Mason. And with 4:34 to play here in the first quarter, Argyle leading 7-0. Andy Ace Smith will let you know who's bringing us quarter number one.
God, I love that. The first time I got to hear that in a while. Brian McCarty and 407 Barbecue. Bill Utter Ford, State Farm Agent Matt Ports. Will Woods with Magnolia Realty. Fifth Gear Automotive. Brian and Shelley Stone with Shout Out Promotions. We got Brian Canister with Cardinal Financial. Dr. David Dyer, Argyle Orthodontics, and the title sponsor this year, Waxahachie Autoplex. 4:43 to go in the first. Argyle 7. The Hawks 0.
Argyle at their own 17-yard line. Here's a little pass out in the flat. It is complete, and down the sideline goes Braden Baker out of the backfield, and he will have, looks like enough for a first down. Yeah, about a 10-yard gain that time for Braden Baker.
I think that might have been Cole Kirkpatrick out there in front. Nice block out there on the edge.
Argyle quickly to the line of scrimmage and fake the handoff again. Another little quick pass out on the sideline, but a little bit too low, and trying to scoop it out of the dirt like a shortstop over there was Sutton Lee, the sophomore, but he could not get it, and it's an incomplete pass. It's 2nd and 10.
Speaking of shortstops, these two schools have a history in the baseball playoffs, having played 7 times in the state baseball playoffs.
Yeah, head coach Riley Fincher is one of the assistant coaches here on the football team. This pass is complete to about the 34-yard line. That's Cash Walker making the catch, but then he kind of slipped on the turf and wasn't able to get any more. Gain of about 6.5. We'll call it 7. Third down and 3. Yeah, Coach Riley Fincher always has a good baseball team here at Pleasant Grove, and when they and Argyle face off, it's almost like a couple of college teams because they're both so fundamentally sound. It seems like there's never an error in any of the games they play, and that's always fun.
It is always fun. Argyle is getting receivers open every play. That time the pass was just slightly behind Cash Walker.
3rd down and 3. Here is Braden Baker trying to make some moves in the backfield. A nice spin move. He was stopped right about the line of scrimmage, and Baker able to spin out of a tackle and pick up 4 yards and get an Argyle first down at the 39-yard line.
He got a nice block from Blake Spence up front, Jack Tucker as well, but he's not going to get that first down without a beautiful spin move. Did a little juke to the left, cut back to the right, got up the field, got the first down for Braden Baker. The feel-good story so far of 2020.
1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line now for Argyle. They look to the sideline to get the call from Coach Bachtel, and here goes Braden Baker. He's got some room out across midfield, runs over 2 defenders across the 45 of Pleasant Grove, and he'll be brought down there, a 16-yard gain for little number 29. Hey, by the way, I've got a fact for you here. As we've got a
well, Kenny, do you have any facts?
Well, we've got a timeout here for Pleasant Grove. I'll give you my fact.
I can't wait.
It's a fun fact, too.
I want to hear these sponsors, then I want to hear your fact.
After the timeout. 3:13 to play. Argyle 7, Pleasant Grove nothing. We're back with more Eagle football in just a moment.
Hello, neighbors, and welcome to another season of Argyle Eagle Sports. This is Jolette Ryan, owner of the Remax North Texas team located here in Argyle. And although my own Eagles have left the nest, like you, we are ready for some football. As a parent, I pray your children are healthy and safe and trust the faculty and coaches. Once again, it is our honor to serve as an all-sports sponsor for Argyle Sports, which for us is an annual labor of love. Remember, support our teachers, our teams, our first responders, and police. Come to the Remax North Texas team. We are ready to serve all of your real estate needs.
Rapid Med Urgent Care provides you and your family with personalized, state-of-the-art minor emergency care and primary care. Just up the road at the corner of FM 407 and Chin Chapel Road. This fall, we'll also open a new Argyle location just next to the stadium. Checkups to cuts, broken bones, school vaccinations, sports physicals, and now our all-new telemedicine service, Rapid Med On Demand. No waiting room and direct access to Rapid Med over the web by using your webcam or smartphone. COVID testing available. Extremely proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
Well, the Eagles have a touchdown, but this is the first time they've actually had the ball in Pleasant Grove territory at the 45-yard line, except with Cole Kirkpatrick running free. Here's Braden Baker running left again, and has a hole over there, but it closes down pretty quickly after a pickup of 3 that time, and he will be brought down by Gage Stivers.
Loving that battle up front. Austin Criswell that time. Yes. I'm sorry. Austin Criswell, 6'2", 265-pound junior out in front. Really nice block. But Argyle, on this possession, choosing to go right at the heart of the Hawks and going fast.
2 tight end look for Argyle. Jasper Lott, more like a fullback out there. And Braden Baker fumbles the football after getting through the line of scrimmage, and Pleasant Grove will have the football at their own 35-yard line. Braden Baker able to squeak through that hole. It was a small one, but somebody able to get their hand in there and knock that one away. Football recovered by Jalen Woodside, and turnover for the Eagles, and it will be Pleasant Grove football at their own 35-yard line.
So I don't want to talk about the fumble. I want to hear your fact.
So I was talking about Coach Bachtel. You know what his wife's name is?
Mrs. Bachtel?
Tara Bachtel. Put it all together.
I'm not mature enough to not laugh at that.
Thank you. Woo! Thank you. I'll be here all week. Tip your waitress. First down and 10.
I waited for that. I know. I had.
Woodside wants to throw for the second time. No, it's out of the backfield and incomplete. Was a little too tall that time. The pass was intended for Jalen Borley. He goes up and he had his hands on it. And Jet Copeland able to close and make a hit on Bordley and knock that football away to be 2nd and 10.
Bordley is the freshman running back, had 195 yards last week, and he was in position to make the catch even though it was overthrown, but Jet Copeland is going to get the PBU because he closed quickly and knocked that ball out of there, saved a big gain.
2nd down and 10 from the 35, and it's going to be Logan Johnson. He's hitting the backfield, gets away from Logan May, but Logan slows him up enough for... Man, we've got looks like maybe we have a flag down there?
I don't know, Kenny. You're the play-by-play guy. You should know.
Chase Bunnell comes in to make the stop, and I'm glad the Bunnells moved back. You know, they moved off to Salina for a couple of years for some weird reason.
Did somebody make them?
Something like that.
I mean, they're great people in Salina. We love them a lot, and good community. Except next week we're.
chop block on Pleasant Grove.
Boy, that Chase Bunnell came through there, but that play was Logan May was in the backfield. He couldn't wrap up the running back, but he slowed him down enough for Chase Bunnell to get there, and Grant Mirabal also. Argyle is this is as physical a defense as Argyle has played. I really love this adjustment that they've made. They're trying to put their best 11 on the field all the time, but they feel like going with more linebackers this year. So 3 down linemen instead of 5, 3 linebackers instead of 1, and a handful of DBs, and they're swarming.
By the way, my wife just texted she loved the pterodactyl sound that we were making last week. So good work, Clark. We appreciate that. 2nd down and 25 following the penalty. Woodside's going to roll to his right. He's looking to throw. He's got a man wide open over the middle. That's going to be a tight end. He's going to have a first down on 2nd down and 25. 30-yard gain. The pass complete to Zach Hughes, the 6'4". This is 6'4", 175 pounds, but he weighs at least 75 pounds more than that.
Really well-designed play. It was a rollout right, and you had 2 receivers running posts, one deep, one shallow. Woodside hit the deep one. It was open.
Woodside rolling to his left, and he's already thrown more times, I think, than Argyle was expecting to tonight. This one a little overthrown. Jacob Robinson on the coverage. Sam Bradshaw, the intended receiver.
I bet the Pleasant Grove Hawks don't throw on first down maybe once or twice a year. And that time caught Argyle out of position. Fortunately overthrown. Kind of a throwback pass, but the Hawks trying to get something going. Argyle had them pinned back, but a big 3rd down conversion. Was that 3rd down or 2nd down? Just pay more attention, probably.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10. I'm guessing that Justin Gibson, the offensive coordinator, said, "Man, we're just not running the ball real well so far against these guys. Let's try something different." 2nd down and 10, ball right at midfield. Fake the handoff. Oh, and he's hit. Just as he throws, it's going to be underthrown and intercepted. Cade Moore gets his first interception of the season at the 34-yard line, and I'm not sure who hit him. Was that Logan May that?
No, it was Carson Shaw.
Carson Shaw.
But what happened is that Pleasant Grove was trying to get a guard out there to provide protection, and Argyle had shot that gap and met that guard, knocked him off his mark, and freed up Carson Shaw. And another turnover. That's 6 on the year for the Eagles. Already 3 interceptions. Cade Moore, the junior, with a huge play. Boy, this is like trading heavyweight punches back and forth.
2 receivers right, 1 left this time for Argyle. Knox Scoggins, the running back to the right of C.J. Rogers. And they're going to give it to Knox Scoggins. Straight ahead, he's hitting the backfield. But he will get back to the line of scrimmage and gain about a yard. A whole host of black and white jerseys. Looks like a rugby scrum in there. And they'll finally blow it dead after a pickup of about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
I wonder what our sideline guru is seeing up front. Can we ask him at some point?
We will check in with the Chippewa lineman here in just a moment. And here's a pass out to Jasper Lott, the tight end. Breaks the tackle at the 45. Midfield. Runs over a man in Pleasant Grove territory down to the 43-yard line. A 20-yard gain, the first down. Argyle coming to the line of scrimmage quickly. We'll see. Tell you, I promise we'll check in with Clark, but this Argyle offense goes so fast sometimes that we have to wait a few plays before we get a chance. Little movement there, but no flag, and it's Knox Scoggins straight ahead for about 7. We'll call it 8 to the 35-yard line. Yeah, keep it going. We've got an injured Hawk, it looks like, though, down on one knee. Back.
That's a good one, too.
In the backfield. That's Cameron Weekly, the 290-pound defensive tackle.
He spent the whole game in Argyle's backfield. And Jack Tucker has decided to maybe water the field with some...
Decorate.
He decorated the 36-yard line. I do have an observation, Kenny, and I'm your color analyst, so I'm the football expert, right? Sheridan Wilson is a good blocker.
Well, he is.
He just caved his entire side down, and Knox was able to get right behind it. Jack Tucker is going to be a little lighter on his feet now, and it's hot. It's not that hot, really, for this time of year in the low 80s, but it's got to be like 105% humidity.
It's warm.
Let's check in with Clark real quick over there. Hey, Clark?
Yes, sir.
How do you those guys in the trenches, we know you love that.
I do.
It's a battle out there tonight.
It is, and 4 of their front 5 have D1 offers. So what do you do with that? The big guys and the fast guys on the outside, no, hit the inside, hit it quick, get there before they can get there. That's what we're doing.
Fake this time to Baker. CJ off his back foot throwing. Oh, don't throw off your back foot like that, CJ. And there is a flag down as that ball was thrown behind the intended receiver, Hayden Stewart. And it looks like the defender made some contact. I don't think he wouldn't have made contact if the ball wasn't thrown behind.
Might have been after the player. There was a dead ball.
Yeah.
But Hayden Hayden's playing for his mom, Jennifer, tonight. It's his mom, Jennifer's birthday, so happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Mrs. Stewart.
Absolutely. How about we real quickly pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is where you hear Argyle Eagle football.
This is Dallas Cowboys sideline reporter Christy Scales, and thanks to all of you for putting up with Clark McNulty on the Eagles sideline right here on Argyle Eagles Booster Club broadcasts.
From the 21, there is a flag down. Argyle going to take a shot to the end zone, a free play. The ball is caught but out of bounds.
Oh, I disagree.
What a great catch way over there on the far sideline by Hayden Stewart, I believe, or Cole Kirkpatrick. That's Cole Kirkpatrick, but he was just out of bounds. But I think it was offside on Pleasant Grove. That was a free play, and that's exactly what it was.
I can't see half that far, but I still disagree.
Yeah, well, you should be in the,
Well,
he was out.
Oh, come on, Clark. You can't see it either. What are you now?
Whatever.
Sorry. My middle name's not Homer.
Did we go to the sideline, or did I miss the cue? I don't remember Blake saying go to the sideline. Maybe I just missed my cue.
Honesty in the media. What can I say?
First down and 5 now for Argyle. Ball is up to the Pleasant Grove 16-yard line. 35 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Argyle scored on the first play from scrimmage, and they lead 7-0 over the Hawks. First down and 5. C.J. Rogers has it. Handoff. Braden Baker looking for a hole. He's got a little one. He's hit hard, but he bounces off. He's at the 10. He's trying to get outside, and he's going to be drugged down at the 8-yard line. Man, Braden Baker runs into guys a whole lot bigger than him and just bounces off like a pinball.
No kidding. He just took a wallop, and it didn't even slow him down. That's awesome.
First and goal from the 7-yard line. And it's going to be Baker again running right. Lots of push from his Argyle offensive line there on the right side, including Sheridan Wilson, the aforementioned. And also over there, the center, Blake Spence. And you can't leave out Nick Rubian, big number 77, 268-pounder for Argyle over there. And a gain of 3. It'll be second down and goal from the 4. And that will be the end of the first quarter, so we'll have to walk all the way to the other end of the field. But that will give us time to say thanks to some of our sponsors. We're through quarter number 1 here in Texarkana. It's Argyle 7, the Pleasant Grove Hawks nothing. We're back with more Argyle Eagle football in just a moment on AEBC Broadcasting.
Whether it's the heat of the preseason or the heart of the postseason, teams always get a little boost from playing at home. Speaking of boost at home, State Farm can boost your savings when you combine your homeowner's insurance with your auto coverage. So score one for the home team. Talk to State Farm agent Matt Ports about big league savings for combining home and car coverage. Call State Farm agent Matt Ports today at 940-591-6644.
Hello, Eagle fans. This is Joe Bartram with CNN Mortgage. We are a privately owned mortgage lender since 1997, offering financing options designed for your family needs. CNN Mortgage is a proud sponsor of the Argyle Eagles. We have expanded, and we invite you into our office right here in Argyle or our main office in Grapevine. CNN Mortgage is an active member of the community, so mention this ad and receive $550 towards the cost of your appraisal when we finance your next home. If you have dreams, we have solutions. CNN Mortgage is a licensed mortgage lender in the state of Texas. NMLS number is 148530. Joe Bartram's NMLS number is 1010778. Go Eagles!
Quarter number 2 here at Hawk Stadium. And, man, these guys are getting after it. Corbin Shine for Pleasant Grove also looks like he's having a little trouble there. He's gotten hit a couple times somewhere. And let us shine, shine, shine. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm my dad. What can I say? There's a country song for every name.
There's a song for everything. You talked to one of our greatest listeners is, by the way, my wife, Gina Smith, back in Denton. She was singing that song with you, Kenny.
Knox Scoggins to the right of C.J. Rogers. He's going to get the handoff. Nope, they fake to him and throw a little pass out to Jasper Lott in the flat. and he walks into the end zone. 4-yard touchdown pass. C.J. Rogers to Jasper Lott. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
I think the Eagles like that play on the goal line. Got 2 touchdowns out of that play last week, and now another to Jasper Lott. I bet his dad, John, is glad he flew in from L.A., still the San Diego Chargers to me, but flew in. Noticed on Twitter he had posted he's on his way to watch his son play, and he should be happy. I don't know how you get to Texarkana from L.A., but probably takes a while.
The extra point is good from Caden Dotson. 11:55 to play, second quarter. Our new score is Argyle 14, Pleasant Grove nothing on AEBC Broadcasting. Updating your home is too important to do alone. The Design House of Denton has designers and experts on staff who want to help. Whether it's simply new flooring or having an entire wing of your home remodeled, the Design House has a full spectrum of services for any size idea you have. They care about you and your home both during and after your project. My wife and I know this from personal experience. Now it's time to see for yourself. Go see the friendly staff at their gorgeous showroom located just outside Golden Triangle Mall at 2303 Colorado Boulevard. The Design House of Denton, locally owned and proud members of Argyle Eagle Nation.
Hey, Eagle fans, need a place to store all your championship trophies and medals? Yellow Door Storage, located at I-35W and Crawford Road next to the new emergency hospital, is a brand new Class A facility with climate-controlled and drive-up units, fully enclosed boat and RV storage, and a state-of-the-art security system. Whether you're moving into a new home, reorganizing your garage, or expanding your business, Yellow Door Storage is the solution for you. When you need to store, think Yellow Door.
Got it.
Logan Johnson back deep for the Hawks.
Caden Dotson with his big leg will kick it off, and Logan Johnson will take it at the 6-yard line. He'll come straight back up the middle of the field and heads up. Here he goes down the sideline across the 40. Caden Dotson's going to make the stop, and a nice return by Logan Johnson all the way out to the 47-yard line with Argyle leading 14-0, and Andy Ace Smith with that Argyle drive summary.
Thank you, Kenny, Dave, and Kathy Salisbury from the real estate station bring you this drive summary. The Eagle summary. The Eagles take 6 plays. They go 64 yards. Took a minute 54. And Jasper Lott catches his 3rd touchdown pass of the year. C.J. Rogers' 2nd touchdown pass of the night. Extra point's good. It's 14-0. Argyle, 11:46 to go here in the second quarter. Started to make a comment about how well Argyle's kick coverage had been. Last week, Decatur's average starting position was the 16-yard line.
Here's a toss sweep. It's going to be Bordley, the freshman, getting the carry this time. He's going to get to midfield for a couple of white shirts from Argyle. Drag him down. Grant Mirabal in there. And who else we have out there now? Michael Madry is checked in on the defensive front for Argyle. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Kenny? May I make a
Bordley
shout
around
out?
the left side for
Shout
the
away.
Hawks. The tackle was
I
made
would
by
like to send
number
a shout
10,
out to
Will
a first-time
Ramsey.
listener tonight and
Second
a
down.
new colleague of mine and friend, Brett Trainer, listening from New Jersey. New Jersey. How about that? That's up north, up in the northeast.
Do they play
up
football?
there by
They
Shorty
play football up
DeFazio.
there? Do they play football up there?
They do. Brett, yeah, they do. They play a lot of football.
Oh, okay, good.
Sometimes organized.
2nd down and 7. And here's what that wing T will do to you. A little inside handoff. So it almost looks like a trick play as you got the whole team moving to the right, and they hand it back inside to Logan Johnson up the middle. He's going to get a 10-yard gain and a 1st down at the Argyle 39-yard line.
They get you going one way, and then they come back the other with a guy like Johnson who's that fast. It doesn't take long, and so impressed with the Hawk running backs. They almost always break the first tackle. That time Logan didn't get touched for 10 yards, but the Eagles are just really, really being more aggressive up front than I have seen, trying to shoot gaps.
1st and 10. Woodside wanting to throw. He's under some pressure. Goes right across the middle. Will Ramsey on the coverage there, and I think the intended receiver, Zach Hughes, heard some footsteps and maybe some alligator arms there and didn't want to catch that ball. 2nd down and 10 on the incomplete pass.
I think that was a really good business decision because Will Ramsey was going to really get a big hit. And Will Ramsey did the smart thing, though, did not make the hit because that would have been flagged. Maybe a defenseless receiver, but
2nd down for the
good pressure again for Argyle right up the front, right up the middle. That time, pressure applied by the defensive line.
Second down and 10. Toss sweep to Boardley. He's hitting the backfield, but he gets away from one tackler. Ty Johnson, though, will wrap him up on that right side after about a 3-yard gain. Big number 55 for Argyle.
Spotlight.
295-pound senior. It'll be second and 7.
The right side.
He was the Spotlight Player of the Week on the podcast this week. If you heard him, really interesting conversation, really good guy. And I'll tell you what, one of the things Argyle is benefiting from is depth. Ty Johnson was hustling down the line of scrimmage, not tied at all, and made a really nice open field tackle.
0 for 3 on third down. It's third down and 7. This pass is overthrown. Yep, there was some contact before, and 2 flags come flying in. Jasper Lott on the coverage there on the running back, Jalen Boardley out of the backfield.
Yeah, it just kind of got tied up and probably be holding more than anything. It doesn't matter. It's going to be first down. Jet Copeland trying to get free to cover the receiver that had gotten behind him. And Argyle's now given up at least 2 big first downs through penalties. And that's, we want to give a great team like the Pleasant Grove Hawks, who have been to the state finals 3 out of the last 3 years and won twice, including last year. Now, granted, Division II, but that's a good football team we're looking at right here. Really, really well coached by Josh Gibson, who's just got coaching in his blood. His dad, Vance, was a coach in Frisco forever.
First and 10 now. It's going to be Nick Martin running right. Oh, he finds a hole, runs over a man inside the 20, all the way to the 13-yard line that time is Nick Martin, a 14-yard gain and a first down. And, hey, Clark McNulty, I know you're down there.
Yes, sir.
If I'm Pleasant Grove, I give the ball to Nick Martin almost every play.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's able to just slip through the line. They're not holding our defensive line up for long. And then being able to they have to beat one person. Our linebackers are making the tackle, but it's 3 or 4 yards downfield.
Well, the difference between this year and last year is we're making tackles at least 12 yards downfield instead of 40. So that's a good sign. But Nick Martin.
Well, and they give it to Nick Martin again. He's running hard. There was a whistle, I believe. And I think there's some complaining going on from some coaches and some everybody there that they blew that whistle. Nick Martin actually spun out of another tackle and was possibly going to make his way into the end zone there, but he gets about 6 yards. It'll be second down and 4, but he does play both ways, and so he will take a breather.
He tapped out, but how fun is he to watch? Talk about a guy playing hard. He was out last year with an injury. He's a little bit like Braden Baker. He wanted to play last year, got dinged up, had to sit out. Boy, you can tell he's a player possessed, and Hawks are going to really have to hustle here to beat the play clock.
It's down to 5, and they're just now breaking the huddle. 4-3, they're up to the line of scrimmage. And here's a toss out to the freshman, Boardley. He's going to be close. He's going to have a first down. He's down to the 1-yard line. Grant Mirabal will make the stop there. But it's going to be a first and goal for the Hawks at the Argyle 1.
Argyle defense now a little on their heels in that they had forced the Hawks to get a little predictable and put them in longer yardage situations. Now the Hawks are moving it like they want to and mixing it up inside, outside, throwing the ball probably more than Argyle expected and bringing in the heavies here on first and goal.
8.5 to play here in the second quarter. Hawks knocking on the door with Argyle leading 14-0. First and goal from the 1. Nick Martin's back in there, and there's movement on the Hawk right side on the offensive line, it looked like.
Looked like 56 for, nobody knows who 56 is, but the left tackle, left guard, but he jumped. One of the things Argyle defensive line is doing, they're shifting. And you're allowed to do that, and they're causing the Hawks to have to make decisions quickly, and that time that shift drew the offense offside. Good play up there. Give Argyle some breathing room.
Alex Murphy, that left guard that you were just mentioning, he's a senior. He was second-team All-State last year for the Hawks.
And let's see how Argyle can just step up here because they brought in Landon Jackson, and they might have taken their goal line offense out. They're going to have to really hustle to beat the play clock again.
Well, we've got a timeout here. Argyle's going to take a timeout. And think about it. So we'll take a quick timeout with them. 8:06 to play here in the second quarter. Argyle leads 14-0 with the Hawks knocking on the door. We're back in just a moment on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Named the very best barbecue in all of DFW several times over, 407 Barbecue offers an array of award-winning, including mouth-watering brisket. If you're brave enough, tough? Try to tackle on your own Spudzilla. No plate is complete without one of their world-famous sides either. And don't get out the door until you round out your trip with a bowl of Grandma's banana pudding. 407 Barbecue is family-owned and operated by your neighbors right here in Argyle. See their menu and catering options online at 407bbq.com or see for yourself at I-35W exit 407. 407 Barbecue.
Wow. Thank you, Argyle, for making Magnolia Realty Argyle's favorite choice for all things real estate. Thank you for your confidence and your trust in our team. We couldn't do it without you. From acreage, estates, custom-built homes, or existing homes, our team's decades of experience and innovative approach continue to produce unparalleled results. Find out what the rest of Argyle already knows when marketing their home. There is a difference. When Argyle thinks of real estate, they think of Magnolia Realty.
Nick Martin gets the handoff here, running on the left side. He's going to get inside the 5, but then he has stood up. Ball was on the 6. He's going to get back to about the 3, so pick up a 3 that time for Martin, where it'll be second down and goal.
The Eagles took the right approach that time. They took 3 players to get a hat on Martin. One of those, Carson Shaw, Darren Chapa. And it looks like an Eagle is shaking up on the play, but really good, solid tackle. So this will give us a chance while we tend to that injured player to tell you the sponsors, second quarter sponsors tonight. I want to thank want to thank Lori Jacobson with DFW Legacy Real Estate Group, Lisa Hemby with Closets by Design, Noble Classic Homes, Sherry Brunson with Cinch Cleaners, Point Bank. Also want to thank Marge Bunn with the Snooty Pig.
How about a hand for that young man?
Jason Wiley with Argyle Fine Arts Preschool. Shelley Wiley as well. Also want to thank Minerva Consulting. And the sponsor of tonight's halftime show is Dr. Gomez from Rapid Med Urgent Care.
I got a quick shout-out if you got a sec.
Yeah, absolutely. Who's shouting to?
Hey, my old college roommate Mark Waltz is listening up in, I believe he's in Sanford or Coleman, Michigan today.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, what's going on, Mark? That was Jacob Robinson, who was shaking up for Argyle, and he goes off under his own power, so looks like he'll be okay, and we are just about ready to get back to play. Argyle leading 14-0. Clock running, 7:20 to play here in this second quarter. Clark McNulty down on the sidelines you're hearing, alongside Andy Smith. I'm Kenny Arthur. Blake Jones producing. Here's a handoff. Nick Martin right side. Gets up ahead of steam and gets into the end zone for the Pleasant Grove touchdown. 3-yard touchdown run, and a lot of that drive. Credit to Nick Martin, number 6, at the running back spot for Pleasant Grove. And the Hawks are on the scoreboard.
Absolutely. It had some help from Jordan Stewart. All he is a 6'4", 322-pound right tackle. And but Nick Martin is a heck of a football player. You could tell why so many schools want him to come play there, including Kansas State, Texas Tech, and others. And Austin Peay, the governors.
Yeah, let's go P.
Pay to me.
It's more fun, though, the other way. Here's Rios for the extra point for Pleasant Grove, and it is good. 7:09 to play in our second quarter, and the Hawks have scored. It's Argyle 14, Pleasant Grove 7. We're back with more Eagle football here in just a moment.
The team at Noble Classic Homes, your local master home builder and remodeler, has been Argyle's premier home builder since 1998. We can assist you in building your dream home, remodeling, or even storm restoration. Noble Classic Homes has been selected by D-Homes as best of the best home builders from 2011 through 2017 and best of Denton County every year since 2015. Visit our new office located at 9998 Hilltop Road in Argyle and check out our award-winning website at nobleclassichomes.com. Let us build the dream your family will call home. Go Eagles!
Hey Argyle folks, want 100% employee pricing on a new set of wheels? Then get to Waxahachie Autoplex today. Owners Wes and Lisa Spence are proud parents of number 78 Blake Spence. So whether you need a new Ford, Dodge, Jeep, or Nissan, you'll find the best selection of new and pre-owned cars and trucks. Wes doesn't play games with the sales staff. In fact, he'll deliver the car and sign the paperwork on your kitchen table. Tell him you heard about it from us. Great selection, service, and price. That's what Waxahachie Autoplex is all about.
So if you're trying to link up on YouTube or whatever and watch us,
Twitch,
we're having trouble a little bit with internet connection. That's the problem. We need the old style where you actually have like the cord, that Ethernet thing. And
that's old style. I was thinking like rabbit ears.
They didn't provide that to us. They
Clark
said,
that was funny. Thank you, Clark.
They said, no soup for you when we asked for Ethernet. And anyway, in the hot spot, just not moving quickly enough. Here is the kickoff. It's going to be taken out to about the 33-yard line. That's Dax Rainey returning that kickoff for Argyle as Pleasant Grove has finally gotten on the scoreboard with 7:04 to play here in the second quarter, and Argyle leading 14-7. So we apologize for not having that video feed. But again, we've tried, but the cell signal just not quick enough to stream it.
We're learning how to do it, and we do apologize for that. We certainly wanted to bring video. We just, well, I don't know. I could try, shooting some pictures on my phone, and but that's probably not going to help. But it's a really cool little Far East Texas stadium here, kind of a sunken field with alternate colored green, dark green, light green field, and a really good crowd on hand, half the crowd.
Braden Baker's wrapped up in the backfield, and he will be slung down back there by Tamir Turner, 215-pound senior. That's going to be a loss of a yard. It'll be second down and 11. Yeah, big PG in the middle of the field. And on each end zone, black end zones, both ends say Hawks in gold. And then up on a berm also. So you've got the stands that go from about the 30 to the 30, and then a berm all the way around there where fans can sit.
Yeah, I love stadiums like that, kind of sunken big end zone where they got state champions 2017, 2019 out there. Argyle slowing it down a little bit. Both teams with their hands on their hips.
Second down, 11. Fake to Baker this time. Rogers throwing over the middle to Jasper Lott. Kind of left that one up in the air a little too long. I was afraid Jasper might get lit up, and he gets hit hard, but not as hard as I thought he might. 15-yard pickup and an Argyle first down at their own 47.
Love to see that from CJ. Really nice touch. Had to get it over the linebackers and before the safeties. Throw it up to that 6'5", 250-pound Jasper Lott. You're right. It might have hung up there a little longer than Jasper wanted, but Jasper was there to make the catch and a big first down for the Eagles.
CJ handoff, Braden Baker trying to find a little hole, and he'll get wrapped up after maybe a gain of a yard. That time it's going to be that's the big guy, Landon Jackson, the LSU commit, and gets in and makes that stop after a gain of a yard. To be second down and 9. But Argyle's got a few of those as well. Andy, Jasper Lott, pretty much if you have university or college or whatever after your name, they've offered Jasper Lott.
Sheridan Wilson likely going to be in that same category. He's a junior. Landon, really good plays, blitzing.
Second down and 9, and he gets blocked by Braden Baker. And CJ's going to have to roll out of the pocket. He's just going to throw it away on second down and 9 and throw it out of bounds.
Jack Tucker got beat, but what do great, unbelievable all-state football players do? They get after it, stay after it, made a block in the backfield so CJ could get away. That Landon Jackson, 24/7 Sports, I don't know how they know this, but they project him to be a first or second or third round NFL draft pick. How about that?
Third down and 9 for the Eagles here, moving from left to right in this second quarter.
I mean, he looks like an NFL player, but, he's only 18 years old. I'm not sure that you know what he's going to be like in 4 years, but he might go straight to pro. He's the LeBron of
C.J. Rogers, he's hit in the face. How do you not throw a flag there? My goodness. C.J. was smacked right in the face, and then he goes down, and no flags, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, I think he didn't grab his face mask. He hit him. But Argyle will not get the first down and keep that momentum alive, but they did really force some of the Hawk players to really hustle sideline to sideline, and they are gassed. But who's not gassed is Josh Gibson, the head coach. He's out there on the numbers doing a herky. Paige knows what that is, by the way.
Caden Dotson to punt the ball away for Argyle. And it's going to hit about the 30-yard line and roll out of bounds, probably about the 24-yard line. That's a 35-yard punt for Caden Dotson.
Great stop for Pleasant Grove.
With 4:36 to play in the second quarter, Argyle leads 14-7. Pleasant Grove will take over the football.
Second quarter seemed like it's gone on forever.
It has, and you'd think with two teams that, well, especially Pleasant Grove, that just really focuses on running the football.
Yeah.
But there's been a couple timeouts, and Pleasant Grove wasn't supposed to throw the football, but they have.
But Argyle got a break over there. The defense was able to catch their breath, and they're back out on the field. But the Pleasant Grove Hawks have 35 varsity players. You have to play a lot of them on both sides of the ball, and that's tough at this time of year and this kind of heat with anybody, especially as much pressure as Argyle puts on you. But definitely momentum back on Pleasant Grove's side. They'd like to tie this thing up after Argyle led 14-0. It's 14-7 now, 4:36 to go till half.
Hudson Twisdale has checked in at running back, and we'll see if that's him that got the call there. It is, I believe that is Hudson Twisdale, and he's going to pick up about 7. Be second down and 3 for the Hawks.
Always a chess match between really great coaches. And this time, Pleasant Grove has made some adjustments up front, and they are getting those gaps blocked, and Argyle is not getting the penetration that they were in the first quarter and a half, and the Hawks are starting to, get 4 or 5 yards before anybody gets touched.
That was actually number 33, Trent Kelly. He is not on their roster. So it's
how do we know who he is? Then? We don't even know if he should be here.
Here's a toss sweep. It's Bordley, the freshman. He turns the corner and slips 2 tackles. He's heading down the sideline midfield, and he's going to get tripped up and run out of bounds by Jacob Robinson, but not till he gets all the way down to the Argyle 40-yard line. 30-yard run for Jalen Bordley and a Hawk first down.
Argyle had him in the backfield, or had him at the line of scrimmage, broke 3 tackles on that play, and got to the edge and turned upfield. That freshman running back, the Hawks just put a lot of pressure on you, and they misdirection and a little deception, and you take one wrong step, and you're going to be fighting uphill the whole way. That time, Argyle really got a good save all the way from the other side of the field. Jacob Robinson made the touchdown-saving tackle.
First down and 10. It's going to be Bordley again. He is going to be stacked up in the backfield this time. And hanging on for dear life there at the bottom of the pile and jumping up is Davis Elsey. He's the first one to make the stop. Carson Shaw comes in to help out a little bit too. And now Darren Chapa and Ty Johnson and Chase Bonnell, all 3 will take a break. And they'll be replaced by 3 other defensive linemen.
Zach Stewart, the captain, by the way. Lost the play, but even on that loss, the Hawk running backs, I've yet to see them go backwards.
Yeah.
They fight like you can't believe. They play hard. This is a good team. They're a very close-knit team. In fact, that's one of their goals, to be the closest relationship team in the state.
Second down, 11. Woodside's going to throw this time. He was looking for the big tight end, and now he's just going to take off running, and he is hammered by Jasper Lott as he runs out of bounds. And a little bit of a hammer from each of them. As a matter of fact, both teams get a little fired up on that hit, and that's a pickup of about 4 that time. Second down and 6.
Davis Elsey, who's now out at outside linebacker from his middle linebacker spot last year, he just took one step inside that he wished he wouldn't have, and Woodside he had pressure, but he also had nobody open and just took it and ran. Just a big play right here, Kenny.
We call it 3rd down and 5. Ball at the Argyle 35-yard line. Inside handoff to Johnson, and he's got some room, and then breaks one tackle to the 30. He could go 15, 10. Thinks about cutting inside, makes a nice move at the 5 to get away from Zach Stewart and into the end zone for the Pleasant Grove touchdown. 35-yard touchdown run for Logan Johnson, and the Hawks are a PAT away from tying this game up.
It's a proud football program. They weren't going to quit down 14-0. Argyle had all the momentum, and now all the momentum on the Hawk side. Little counter play. Woodside had rolled to the left side last time, kept it. That time did it again, but handed it off to the up back who looked like he was blocking. And Johnson broke 2 tackles on that play, and off to the races.
Enrique Rios, extra point on the hold of Quinn Bingham, is good. 2:47 to play, second quarter. We're all knotted up again now. Argyle 14, Pleasant Grove 14. We're back with more Eagle football in just a moment. This broadcast is made possible by the generous support of our corporate advertising sponsors who have enabled Argyle ISD athletic programs to achieve many exceptional accomplishments, including state championships in multiple sports and 8 consecutive Lone Star Cups. These sponsorships remain the primary source of funding for the Booster Club, which directs the expenditures towards Argyle athletics and clubs at the high school and middle school level. Your corporate sponsorship provides the best opportunity for our student athletes to reach their full potential here at Argyle ISD, and in return, we offer numerous advertising packages which fit your budget to brand your business with high visibility in the stadiums or right here on these airwaves. Do you want to be a sponsor and support the athletics here at Argyle ISD? Contact Brian and Shelley Stone at aebc.sponsorship@gmail.com to begin your support. Go Eagles!
Hey there, Eagle fans. I am Kelly Roberts, Social Media Director for the Argyle Eagles Booster Club. Just a reminder to subscribe and listen to our Eagles Nest podcast every week. I release it on Twitter and Facebook every Thursday, and I will re-release it every Friday. You can also download the podcast app, search for Eagles Nest Podcast, and they are all there for you. It is a fun way to hear the player spotlights, scouting reports, coaches interviews, fun Gruden moments, and updates on our great school district. So make sure that you catch those Eagle Nest podcasts every Thursday and Friday. Thanks, and go Eagles.
Back to Rainey, takes it again, and he slips up just a little bit by the turf monster, so it kind of got him off balance, and then he is absolutely hammered by B.J. Rayfield.
That's a big hit by number 20.
It was a big hit, but he was already falling. Of course, give him something to get excited about. Well, you talk, momentum is so important in every sport, but so much so in high school, where Argyle had the Hawks on their heels, down 14-0, had the ball back, and then couldn't get anything going. And finally, the Hawks' offense has started to make something happen, largely because their running backs, maybe the best set of running backs you'll see. And I say that including LaVega. They all run so hard, and then none of them go down on contact, first contact anyway. But Argyle has a chance to answer, and the play I like here is the one where we throw it way down the field and Cole Kirkpatrick gets the score.
Two tight end look for the Eagles this time. Two receivers left. Jasper Lott, one of those tight ends, goes in motion from right to left. Handoff, Knox Goggin. Nope, fake to him. And a quick slant to Cole Kirkpatrick is incomplete. And I've noticed that CJ, and I think sometimes the hype of a game, Andy, I think causes some situations, because really, CJ hasn't been under a ton of pressure, but it seems like he's throwing off his back foot a little bit more, like he's almost expecting pressure.
Yeah, Coach Rogers commented on the podcast that the game slowed down for him last week, and it seems like tonight it might have sped up a little bit. He's doesn't look as sure-footed, but
second down and 10. Here's a pass. It's going to be complete out to Kirkpatrick. He's going to break a couple tackles, go down the sideline. He's reporting he steps out of bounds.
He did not.
Clark, he didn't, did he? Clark, you tell us, did he?
Oh, yes.
Oh, God, dang it, Clark again. Man,
I'm
what is
sorry
wrong with him?
I'm sorry. I bet you guys are wishing I was as Homer as the stadium announcer right now.
As fast as we've seen Logan Johnson be.
Right. Yeah.
That is a fast human, Cole Kirkpatrick. He gets out in the open. It's like he turns on the afterburners really fast.
And that's a 1st and 10.
Are we hearing music in the background?
At the Pleasant Grove 46-yard line. It's Knox Goggins. He's running left. He's got some room on that left side, running behind Austin Criswell and Jack Tucker. And that's going to be a pickup of about 5. And you mentioned Criswell earlier, Andy. And, man, he impressed me a lot a week ago watching some of the film after the game. And wasn't expected to be a starter this year. And then Caden Reeves went out with an injury, and Criswell's looked really good in the first game and a half here. And here is Scoggins again, a couple of yards to the 39-yard line. Pickup of 2 that time. It'll leave the Eagles, call it the 38. It'll leave them 3rd and about 2.5. Minute 53 to play here before the half. And we are all tied up at 14 here at Hawk Stadium. We've got the Rapid Med Urgent Care halftime show on the way.
Might be 4-down territory. 3rd and 4 or 3 at the Hawk 39-yard line.
Braden Baker now in at running back. And here's a little out that is complete over on the far sideline. And as Andy mentioned, the lights here, a little Salina-like. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. That's Cole Kirkpatrick. They're not orange, but dim. And that is an Argyle first down at the 27-yard line, and we are going to get a Pleasant Grove Hawk timeout.
Yeah, got them on their heels. And Argyle, boy, that quick hitter out there, Cole Kirkpatrick, you talk about a guy that can really make a play. He turns upfield. He levels the defensive back. Took 2 of them to knock him down.
That Rapid Med halftime show is on the way here in just a moment. The football player spotlight as Blake Jones sat down with Argyle senior defensive tackle, defensive end, I guess, in this 3-man defensive line, Ty Johnson. And that's another fun interview. Blake's always great with those, and it's another fun. I'll listen to that on the podcast, the Eagles Nest podcast, driving down here to Texarkana. The Argyle ISD Eagle Update with Rick Herron and Pam Arrington. We'll get some stats and sounds from the first half. And Andy Ace Smith will bring us the Rapid Med Urgent Care keys to the second half. That's all coming up.
You talk about great in
show.
Argyle ISD. You know who's great, Kenny? And maybe the unsung hero of the entire athletic program, because without this person, the whole thing would not work. And that's Miss Susie Vickery. You named it. She is the MVP. You talk about who was Superwoman trying to figure out the whole ticket situation and red dots and green dots and, e-commerce and all that stuff had to get done, and Susie Vickery made it happen. And I went up there the other night. It was about 7 o'clock. Expected nobody to be there, and she's still working. So thank you, Susie. We appreciate you.
Yes. Ball at the 27 of Pleasant Grove. Minute 28 to play before the half. All tied up at 14. Knox Goggins is back in at the running back spot for Argyle. Hayden Stewart is split out wide to the right side. Cole Kirkpatrick wide left. Cash Walker in the slot, and the pass is going to be knocked down, and that's what these big defensive linemen like 6'7" Landon Jackson can do, as that was just a little screen pass to Jasper Lott, and C.J. Rogers could not get the little flip pass up over the outstretched arms of Landon Jackson. The pass is incomplete, 2nd and 10.
C.J. is 6'3", but Landon is 6'7", and I think Landon got there way before C.J. was thinking he was going to have time to make that throw.
2nd down and 10 from the 27. Jasper Lott now goes in motion this time. CJ going to throw, and it is caught. Oh, a little shuttle to Jasper Lott, and he's going to have a first down at the 10-yard line.
I love it.
Little trickeration there from Argyle, and wasn't even time to catch the ball out there for Cole Kirkpatrick, and he just shoves it, just a chest
like
pass.
Like a setter in volleyball. He just kind of bumped it over, flea flicker to Jasper. I love it. Coach Bachtel, new offensive coordinator.
First and goal right at the 10. Going up tall into the far corner over there, looking for Argyle's tallest player. Big number 28, 6'7" Wayne Pritz, but he overthrows him in the corner there, and that one is incomplete. It'll be 2nd and goal for the 10.
Look, can we get a replay of that? Cole Kirkpatrick goes downfield, turns in at the numbers. It hits his hands. You think, well, there you go, first down. Then he just bats it over to Jasper Lott, running around on the left side. I love it.
Here's the handoff. Knox Goggins. Man, looked like we had a hole over there, and then he is just hammered.
Yeah.
Just inside the 10-yard line, and not even a gain of a yard there. And looks like another shaking up Hawk, and that might be Cameron Weekly again. He's been shaken up 2 or 3 times.
That is a tough. That's some defense right there, dude. They you're right, because Knox Goggins had some room, but, man, closing quickly.
I mean, you play both ways.
Yeah,
I mean, you just get worn out, and it's not just being worn out. It can cause that pain to happen a little bit more quickly.
Well, yeah, tired players sometimes get out of position, and I don't blame them. I almost needed oxygen just walking up the steps of the press box here this morning, or it seemed like this morning. But
amen.
You know what was also, we're still tending to who was it down there? Cameron Weekly.
I believe that's who it is.
The first person out there from a dead sprint was Coach Josh Gibson. If you haven't had a chance, you should go listen to the podcast this week, the Eagles Nest podcast that Blake did. That interview with Coach Gibson was one of the best. What a good man. Just a good – you'd want your kids to play. They can't play in Argyle. I'd probably send them over here and let them play for him. He loves his kids. They love each other. Got great values that he's put in place. Believes that the servant heart is like one of their most important things, and to serve each other and the community.
That's Cam Weekly.
Let's take us a quick Rapid Med Urgent Care timeout here. 57 seconds to play. Cameron Weekly's up on his feet now. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back. Tied at 14 on Argyle Eagle Booster Club broadcasting.
Rapid Med Urgent Care provides you and your family with personalized, state-of-the-art minor emergency care and primary care. Just up the road at the corner of FM 407 and Chin Chapel Road. This fall, we'll also open a new Argyle location just next to the stadium. Checkups to cuts, broken bones, school vaccinations, sports physicals, and now our all-new telemedicine service, Rapid Med On Demand. No waiting room and direct access to Rapid Med over the web by using your webcam or smartphone. COVID testing available. Extremely proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
All right, 3rd down and goal for Argyle just inside the 10-yard line.
57 seconds on the clock until halftime. Argyle would love to go in with some momentum here.
Rogers will hand the ball off to Knox Goggins. He's got a big hole on the left side. Stiff arms the guy at the 3 into the end zone for the Argyle touchdown. 10-yard touchdown run for Argyle's number 4, Knox Goggins. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
The Knoxinator got over there behind Jack Tucker, and I think Sheridan Wilson might have been over there.
Well, they just
the Knoxinator.
They just seemed to cave in that entire left side. Clark, did they do anything different over there? Or was that just a normal running play, and they're able to get some penetration?
Actually, we cut off their outside containment, and it was just a sprint to the corner.
Logan May with a great snap. Sutton Lee's hold is down. And Caden Dodson, that's extra point, is good. 47 seconds to play before the half. It's now Argyle 21, Pleasant Grove 14 on Argyle Eagle Booster Club broadcasting.
Cycle Center of Denton and BMW Motorcycles of Denton proudly support Argyle Athletics. Cycle Center is your local family-owned and operated power sports store with the best selection of motorcycles, all-terrain vehicles, and side-by-side fun and work machines. Shop the largest parts and accessories showroom in North Texas and experience a factory-trained service department that will support you with the great service to keep your machine running at its best. Cycle Center wants to thank all the Argyle football fans, coaches, and faculty that make Argyle the best school in Texas. Come see why Cycle Center of Denton is called your power sports store with more.
The Real Estate Station, Argyle's first and only privately owned real estate office since 1986, wants to say thank you. We know you have a choice when it comes to trusting a professional to meet all of your real estate needs. We at the Real Estate Station love Argyle, and we are your neighbors. All of our team lives here. We're also members of the Eagle family. We value investing in our community and helping make Argyle great. Speaking of great, we're proud to cheer on our Argyle Eagles, and with everyone's support, they can accomplish anything. We'd love to meet you. Dave and Kathy Salisbury and the Real Estate Station team.
So the Pleasant Grove Hawks, no timeouts here with 47 seconds left. Caden Dodson will kick off Logan Johnson. Coming up the left side, and he's not going to step out of bounds. One of those where most people probably step out of bounds. He's like, nah, I don't like to step out of bounds. That's no fun.
Yeah.
But Argyle able to run him out of bounds finally.
Logan Johnson takes the kickoff up the left side, goes down right near the 27-yard
line. That's where
he's knocked out of bounds.
The Pleasant Grove Hawks will have it. And how about a drive summary, Andy Ace Smith?
Very much my pleasure. Argyle got the ball with about 3 minutes left to go till halftime. A minute 59, they went 67 yards in 10 plays.
On the top level
2 for 2 on third down conversions.
You don't have to go
and
all
capped
the way
it off
to the
with
concession stand. You can say
Knox Scoggins' 10-yard run on a 3rd and goal. Got him out of position, but Knox Scoggins got the end zone. Extra points good. Argyle takes the lead.
And Bordley gets the handoff this time. Darren Chapa comes back to make the stop for Argyle after a pickup of about 8.
Almost to the 35-yard line.
And Pleasant Grove now a little Argyle style and snapping it very, very quickly. This time that handoff to Trent Kelly out of the backfield, and he is hit immediately, but another Hawk is limping, and they can't lose that guy. He's another one of the offensive linemen because Weekly, who's out, was out on defense, but he's also a starting offensive lineman, and that's that Alex Murphy who's limping now, their left guard. 6 seconds. They're going to get one more play off here on 3rd and a yard, maybe. Clock down to 1 second, and they do. Toss sweep, and that's Logan Johnson. Heads up. He's down the right sideline trying to cut it back inside, but he will be brought down over there by Will Ramsey after a 13-yard gain, but that's not near enough. And we have made it to halftime here at Hawk Stadium. It was all Argyle in the first quarter, mostly Pleasant Grove in the second quarter until the last couple of minutes, and then the Eagles punch one in with 47 seconds to play in this first half to take a lead going into the half. Argyle 21, Pleasant Grove 14 here at halftime. Make sure and stick around. The Rapid Med Urgent Care halftime show is on the way next, again with that player spotlight with Ty Johnson, our Argyle ISD Eagle update with Rick Herron and Pam Arrington, and we'll hear from Coach Rogers here if Clark got you? Okay, well, good deal. All right, Clark, down to you.
Coach Rogers, 2 perennial powerhouses in 4A football getting together tonight. Has it kind of gone like you expected, just trading blows?
Yeah, I mean, we're an up-tempo team, and they want to slow it down and snap the ball in the last 5 seconds. So it's really 2 different philosophies working against each other. I mean, I like the way that our kids have played the first half. We got to go in there and make some adjustments defensively just so we can get them stopped and give our offense more chances.
And looking forward to the second half, I see you're starting to wear down their two-way players. Is that part of the game plan?
It's always been part of the game plan. We got to win in the 3rd and 4th quarter. That's the plan from the very beginning.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Clark. We appreciate that. Thanks to Todd Rogers. And thanks to Lori Jacobson of DFW Legacy Real Estate Group for that halftime chat with Argyle head football coach Todd Rogers. So we are at the half. The Rapid Med Urgent Care halftime show is on the way next. Argyle leading Pleasant Grove at the half here at Hawk Stadium in Texarkana. Argyle 21, Pleasant Grove 14. Rapid Med Urgent Care halftime show on the way next on Argyle Eagle Booster Club broadcast. Pleasant Grove will receive here in the second half to start things off. This ball's going to bounce at the 20-yard line and bounce right up into the arms of Stivers. I'm sorry, that's Corbin Shine on the return, and absolutely nowhere to go. And coming up off the bottom of the pile there for Argyle was Reed Palmer. Several other Eagles in on that tackle as well, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Hawks at their own 20-yard line. Again, the quarterback for Pleasant Grove, Jalen Woodside, a junior. 2 running backs in this wing T offense, Nick Martin and Jalen Boardley. The wing back, number 1, Logan Johnson, a senior. Receiver, Sam Bradshaw. Landon Jackson is the tight end, the big 6'7", 245-pound senior. Torrey Phillips and Jordan Stewart are the guards. Alex Murphy and Cameron Weekly. Normally the guards, and the Jackson Cartwright is the center, but we'll check to see. Looks like Weekly is not out there. And absolutely nowhere to go on first down. 3-yard loss in the backfield. Looks like Chase Bunnell was back there. Logan May.
It's the way to do it. Get back there before they get started. Once those running backs get going, they are tough to bring down. But if you don't let them get going, then there you go. Really great half, and now a first play of the third quarter by Logan May. And also, I think, was Chapa in there as well? Darren Chapa,
Yes.
He might have been in there causing some havoc and just shooting gaps. And watch for Ty Johnson to make a play here in just a moment.
Second down, 13. Woodside wants to throw. He's actually got some time. He's throwing right over the middle, and it is 2 Argyle defenders had a chance at an interception, and unfortunately, Will Ramsey and Jet Copeland knocked the ball away from each other.
One of them gets a PBU. Unfortunately, it's on each other. Yeah, that ball was right up there for grabs. Woodside just throwing it up there, trying to save what he could. Argyle had a lot of good pressure right up the middle. Woodside 1 completion in the first half for 30 yards. And third down situation here. I was going to make one of the keys, and since I can always be smarter as we go, is to get a 3 and out here, get a score, and then let's see how the Hawk Nation reacts to that.
There's a pitch out, and Logan May hammers the running back in the backfield, Nick Martin. And, oh, my goodness, Logan May just lit up Nick Martin. And, hey, that's my backyard neighbor, by the way, just in case you want to know.
I love your backyard neighbor. I tried not to get excited. I tried to let you do your thing, but it was impossible because Logan May, what a hit on Nick Martin, who, by the way, that's a good football player, but Logan May said, nope, not this time. What a play.
Snap a little low, but Mason's punt is away. Get away. Get out of the way, guys, as it takes a huge Pleasant Grove bounce. Will roll dead all the way down to the 32-yard line. A 54-yard punt for Drew Mason. No return for Argyle, and the Eagles will have it 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line with 10:31 to play here in the third quarter. And Argyle leading 21-14. C.J. Rogers, the Argyle quarterback, and either Knox Scoggins or Braden Baker will come out at running back. Up front, the big boys for Argyle. Blake Spence is the center. Austin Criswell, Nick Ruby in the guards. Jack Tucker, Sheridan Wilson, the tackles. Jasper Lott, the tight end. Hayden Stewart, Cole Kirkpatrick, and Cash Walker, the 3 receivers for Argyle. And it is going to be Knox Scoggins. Or is that back there in the backfield?
I don't know, but Cash Walker is not uncovered, but now they
finally covered it up. There's a handoff straight up the middle to Knox Scoggins. And Knox will pick up about 7 to the 39-yard line. And Argyle quickly to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 3. They don't even get the stick set up yet before Knox gets another handoff, and he will carry Grant Stivers, I heard the PA announcer call him, so we'll go with that name, Gage Stivers. The linebacker makes the stop right after a gain of about 4. That's enough for a first down.
A little hard to kind of keep your motor running if you're a Hawk, and Argyle's just relentlessly coming right at you right now.
And coming at him again, and the only thing stopping Knox Scoggins that time was the backside of Jack Tucker.
Yep.
And but he still ends up with about 4.5 yards on that carry. We'll call it 2nd down and 6. 2 receivers left, 1 right for the Eagles this time. Jasper Lott lined up more like a fullback. Fake to Knox this time. CJ's going to go deep on the right side, looking for Cole Kirkpatrick. He's got to come back for it. Makes the catch. Avoids the defender. Walks into the end zone. Argyle touchdown. 53-yard touchdown pass. CJ Rogers to Cole Kirkpatrick. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Cole Kirkpatrick, with that catch, he breaks the all-time record for career touchdowns in Argyle. He breaks the record of a guy you might have heard of, Ian Sadler. He now has 32 career touchdowns. And I love the play where we throw it long to number 5, and he outruns everybody and catches it and goes in for the score. It's my favorite play.
That's one of those. It really benefited Cole that he's the only one that knew where the football was. He comes back to it. And the extra point by Caden Dotson is good. 9:37 to play third quarter. Our new score, Argyle 28, Pleasant Grove 14 on Argyle Eagle Booster Club broadcasting.
Rapid Med Urgent Care provides you and your family with personalized, state-of-the-art minor emergency care and primary care. Just up the road at the corner of FM 407 and Chin Chapel Road. This fall, we'll also open a new Argyle location just next to the stadium. Checkups to cuts, broken bones, school vaccinations, sports physicals, and now our all-new telemedicine service, Rapid Med On Demand. No waiting room and direct access to Rapid Med over the web by using your webcam or smartphone. COVID testing available. Extremely proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
Hello, neighbors, and welcome to another season of Argyle Eagle Sports. This is Jolette Ryan, owner of the Remax North Texas team located here in Argyle. And although my own Eagles have left the nest, like you, we are ready for some football. As a parent, I pray your children are healthy and safe and trust the faculty and coaches. Once again, it is our honor to serve as an all-sports sponsor for Argyle Sports, which for us is an annual labor of love. Remember, support our teachers, our teams, our first responders, and police. Come to the Remax North Texas team. We are ready to serve all of your real estate needs.
As we come back with Argyle leading 28-14. Kirk Kelton listening to us in Las Vegas.
Hello, Kirk. How about Troy Watson? He's listening to us out in Argyle.
Well, hello, Troy. And here's a short little pooch kick. It's going to be, fielded, and it's loose, and I believe Argyle is going to be on the football. Is that just a little short pooch kick?
I think it's 2-6.
And Argyle does have the football, and it is number 26, Aaron Funderburk. 5'5", 150-pound junior that falls on the football, and Argyle will have it at the Pleasant Grove 32.
Argyle just taking it right at the Hawks, and see if they can punch another one in. Before we get to that, let's talk about the drive summary. This one's brought to you by Alex Payne with Yellow Door Storage. The Eagles took 4 plays, just 4 plays, 54 seconds. They went 68 yards. Cole Kirkpatrick with the catch, his second touchdown of the night. He's up to 176 yards receiving. And tonight, and put him over the record in Argyle. And here we go. We're knocking at the door again.
First down and 10 for the Eagles. Another shout out to the best looking woman in Argyle. That'd be
we don't live in Argyle
that'd be
anymore.
Susie Arthur.
Oh.
And
she
she's
can be second.
With some of her gals on the back porch. Gina Edwards, Louise Sheridan, Laura Clark, Kelly Butler, all hanging out with us tonight. So
well, hi, girls.
Hi, girls. Thanks for thinking of us and not just having like girl talk and stuff.
No, they're dialed in. They're listening. They're probably enjoying the sultry sounds of Kenny Arthur at night.
Long pass again. This time Cash Walker, and he makes the catch. Great job by Cash Walker going up over Hayden Collar. 32-yard touchdown pass. C.J. Rogers to Cash Walker. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Cash Walker goes up and over his defender, but, boy, that was C.J. Rogers' perfect. Best pass of the night right there. You always like to, see if you can get a quick score on a turnover like that. Argyle got the muffed kick on the kickoff right after they scored. 1 play later, Cash Walker goes over his defender for his second touchdown catch of the season, first of tonight.
Sutton Lee has the ball down. Logan May's snap is good. Caden Dotson's extra point is good as well. 9:26 to play third quarter. It's Argyle 35, Pleasant Grove 14. Great blocking up front by the Argyle offensive line, including Jack Tucker. And so another shout out to Dina Tucker, Jack's mom, texted me and asked, can we do a shout out to Leah and Amy, 2 of her best friends from her old teaching days, and they're watching from Noblesville, Indiana tonight. So shout out to those ladies as well. And hey, Andy Ace Smith, who's bringing us our third quarter?
Back-to-back scores to begin the third quarter, and this third quarter, is made possible by the generous support of Joe and Tina Bartram from CNN Mortgage, the Salisburys from the Real Estate Station, Cheney Materials, Brent Bowen, attorney at law, Alex Payne from Yellow Door Storage, Independent Bank, Connie Johnson. Who's better than her? Connie Johnson at A-Town Apparel, the official apparel provider. And how about this brand new sponsor, Ian Sadler. He's the state champion MVP, and he's now with BSBD Group. Probably still running and catching touchdowns, but doing it in business. Ian Sadler, and also thanks to Texas Center for Oral Surgery, a new sponsor, and another new sponsor, Tara Tarrant with Southland Realty Group.
Wow, he's caught an exciting start to the third quarter.
I'll say.
We'll check in with Clark after this kickoff and
he
get his thoughts. I'm about to say he's probably up there. You know how he is. He's the type that's over there doing high fives, and he has trouble social distancing when he's in these exciting situations.
Robinson had to get him out of the way to hop on that muff kick.
It's Logan Johnson who takes it back at the 14, and he's going to be wrapped up by Chase Bunnell out at the 27. And, hey, Clark, man, it has just been an exciting few minutes here this third quarter. And, man, what is that Chick-fil-A 407 mood on the sidelines down there now?
Well, I'll tell you what, on this side of the field, it's pretty hardcore. I'm going to tell you this. Pleasant Grove is too good of a team. They are not going to tuck their tail. They're not going to quit. They're going to come back, and they're going to keep fighting until the bitter end. So two great blows to their confidence right there, but they are going to come back out swinging.
By the way, Cameron Weekly, who was shaken up a couple times that first half, he is back out there for Pleasant Grove. Here's a toss sweep to Jalen Bordley. Nice cut at the 30, breaking a tackle at the 35, and then out to about the 40-yard line for Will Ramsey comes up to make the stop, along with Tate Thompson. And that'll be a first down after a 13-yard gain up to the 40-yard line. Bordley, though, looks a little slow there. It looks like almost like a cramp for him, though.
Well, you get him in the open field like that, and it's off to the races. Argyle lost contained. Grant Mirabal came over at the end to try to make a play, and probably wished he would have stayed. Yeah, I know. We can't dump that, can we? Okay. But,
sorry, guys.
Grant Mirabal.
First and 10.
Made him mad.
And I don't want Ty Johnson to fall on top of me, but that's who falls on top of Nick Martin. Makes the tackle. Tate Thompson also, and Darren Chapa, who
I think he was the aforementioned person to be fallen upon.
Second down. There's a player shaking up.
8:34 to play here in the third quarter, and Darren Chapa a little slow to get up here. It'll be second down and 6.
The Eagles need Darren Chapa. He's really anchored that defensive line. He was one of the breakout players, but he rubbed some dirt on it from somewhere, and he's getting up and saying, I'll be back. The Arnold Schwarzenegger of the defense.
Pick the shots.
Riley Van Poppel, number 44, will check in for Darren Chapa.
So it's good to see a Van Poppel wearing 44.
Absolutely.
And I think Tate's actually listening right now, according to his father.
Well,
so TVP2.
If Todd Van Poppel says it, it's true. It's
always.
Just, you don't even have to.
No, you don't have to question.
It's not even like if he said, Andy, it's sun's out, I'd go, yeah, you're right.
Right. Yeah. Michael Madre also out there on that defensive front now for the Eagles.
Todd Van Poppel is the CFO of the Argyle Eagle Booster Club. And, boy, you talk about a great job that Booster Club, John Lavelle and all of them doing, raised almost $250,000 to go back into the program in the middle of a pretty tough time. So nice job to the Booster Club and the Stones for doing it.
Second down and 6. Handoff to Logan Johnson. He gets stacked up. But again, we've talked about that. He falls forward. He ends up getting a full 2 yards, and he was hit about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Caleb Murdoch, the first one in there to make the stop, and Chase Bunnell will check back in.
I am so impressed with the character of Pleasant Grove, just how hard they fight. It'd be easy to say, well, second game of the year probably doesn't really matter, non-district. Things aren't going our way, but they are fighting like warriors, like Clark said. They're not going to quit. You know that.
2-time state champions. They're not going to roll over.
Third down and 5. Ball at the 45-yard line. And this time Woodside's going to roll to his left. He wants to throw for only the 7th time, and he's got a man wide open. That's Landon Jackson, the big tight end. He's breaking tackles, and he could go 20, 15, 10, 5, and he is into the end zone for the Pleasant Grove touchdown. Nice little pass there from Woodside, and then it was all Jackson, Landon Jackson, the rest of the way, a 55-yard pass and catch. And the Pleasant Grove Hawks have answered to make it 35-20 with the PAT on the way.
Landon Jackson, what a big frame. But what really was that play was you got Woodside rolling left under heavy pressure, and he throws it back across his body. Almost the same play where they converted that big third down in the first half. The tight end just dragging over the middle, and I don't know how you lose track of the 6'7" Landon Jackson, but he was wide open, and great fortitude to get it into the end zone.
Rios' extra point is line drive, but it is good. 7:19 to play in the third quarter. Argyle 35, Pleasant Grove 21. Back with more Eagle football in just a moment.
Hello, Eagle fans. This is Joe Bartram with CNN Mortgage. We are a privately owned mortgage lender since 1997, offering financing options designed for your family needs. CNN Mortgage is a proud sponsor of the Argyle Eagles. We have expanded, and we invite you into our office right here in Argyle or our main office in Grapevine. CNN Mortgage is an active member of the community, so mention this ad and receive $550 towards the cost of your appraisal when we finance your next home. If you have dreams, we have solutions. CNN Mortgage is a licensed mortgage lender in the state of Texas. NMLS number is 148530. Joe Bartram's NMLS number is 1010778. Go Eagles!
Football fans know some things just go together. Quarterbacks and receivers, face paint and super fans, game days and tailgates. State Farm agent Matt Ports knows another winning combination: home and auto. Matt and his team are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which saves you time and money. So get your home and auto on the same team and score some savings. Call State Farm agent Matt Ports at 940-591-6644 today.
A little smooth jazz, easy listening. 107.5 The Oasis. Kelly Butler, don't go to the bathroom anymore. She missed her shout out. I had to give it back to her again. Onside kick attempt here, and it's going to go out of bounds. Nope, Argyle will field it just before it goes out of bounds. As Pleasant Grove was trying to do a little Argyle there, maybe catch us off guard, but did not work, as Argyle will have the football at their own 34-yard line. Andy Ace Smith has the drive summary
You're
for
not
us.
catching Argyle off guard, especially Coach Blake Dunham and his special teams. They've been really good so far this year, but this drive summary for Pleasant Grove, boy, did they need to score in a hurry, and that's not their forte, but they did. Just 4 plays to go 73 yards in 2 minutes and 55 yards to Landon Jackson, and that drive summary brought to you by Jolette Ryan Shavy and the team from Remax North Texas team. 7:16 to go in the third. Argyle 35, Pleasant Grove 21.
2 receivers right, 1 left, and here is the handoff. Braden Baker cuts out to the left, and he's taken off. He stiff arms a man at the 40, and he's finally drugged down at the 35-yard line. We keep talking speed. There's another one. Braden Baker, a 31-yard pickup for the senior.
I know we said one of the things we said about Braden Baker last year, we were hoping he'd be able to play. He's the fastest running back on the field, and that may be true. He is very, very quick when he gets an open field.
First down and 10 from the Pleasant Grove 35. And it's going to be Baker again looking for a hole. He's going to find a little one on the left side. 30, 25, straight at the middle of the field. 15 all the way down, close to the 10-yard line. 24-yard gain. He'll be down at the 11. First and 10, Argyle. And, man, is that offensive line for Argyle just dominant up front against this powerful defensive line of Pleasant Grove.
Austin Criswell, one of those dominators along with Jack Tucker, but great patience by Braden.
Braden needs a breather. Knox Goggins has got it, and before he can bounce outside, he is going to be wrapped up. Nice play in there defensively to hang on tight there by Davion Stewart, the junior linebacker for Pleasant Grove, and no gain. It'll be second down and 10 from the 11.
Well, that quick score for Pleasant Grove was great for their attitude, but not so great for their breathing. The defense right back out on the field, and Argyle knocking at the door again and making it life tough for the Hawks.
There he is. Rogers, all sorts of time. Now he's just going to take off running, bounces it outside himself. He's inside the 10, and he'll be drugged down at about the 6-yard line. And CJ had plenty of time back there, and then I think kind of maybe heard a footstep or two. He may still have a little bit of time, but Amajay Carter able to bring him down. Now Jasper Locke goes out into the slot, so 2 receivers to either side. And here's a quick pass out to Cole Kirkpatrick. Dodges the tackler there at the 5. Dives for the pylon. And he is in for the Argyle touchdown. There is a flag, but we think it's going to be illegal participation against Pleasant Grove. Let's wait and get that call.
They could put 13 people out there. They're not going to stop Colt Kirkpatrick. When he senses that end zone, he's going for it, and he's so quick, and he broke 2 tackles. He's been really, really tough on the edge to bring down.
Legal participation against Pleasant Grove, so that penalty is declined. So a 6-yard touchdown pass, CJ to Cole Kirkpatrick, 6 more on board for the Eagles.
Third catch, third touchdown, for Cole Kirkpatrick, and that was all Cole. He just caught that ball at the line of scrimmage, turned up, broke a tackle, got a block out there. Maybe Clark, I didn't see who that was, but boy.
I think that was Jasper Lott who they lined up out there in the slot.
Yeah.
So it was designed just to do exactly what it did, and it worked. And Caden Dodson's extra point also works. 5:34 to play in our third quarter. It's now Argyle 42, Pleasant Grove 21 on AEBC Broadcasting.
Hey, Eagle fans, need a place to store all your championship trophies and medals? Yellow Door Storage, located at I-35W and Crawford Road next to the new emergency hospital, is a brand new Class A facility with climate-controlled and drive-up units, fully enclosed boat and RV storage, and a state-of-the-art security system. Whether you're moving into a new home, reorganizing your garage, or expanding your business, Yellow Door Storage is the solution for you. When you need to store, think Yellow Door.
Updating your home is too important to do alone. The Design House of Denton has designers and experts on staff who want to help. Whether it's simply new flooring or having an entire wing of your home remodeled, the Design House has a full spectrum of services for any size idea you have. They care about you and your home both during and after your project. My wife and I know this from personal experience. Now it's time to see for yourself. Go see the friendly staff at their gorgeous showroom located just outside Golden Triangle Mall at 2303 Colorado Boulevard. The Design House of Denton, locally owned and proud members of Argyle Eagle Nation. Coming in this game, anybody you ask about Pleasant Grove, they would tell you that front 5, if you will, for Pleasant Grove, the 3 defensive linemen and the 2 outside linebackers are the strength of that team. Here's a fair catch on the pooch kick at the 33-yard line, but the Argyle offensive line has, I don't want to use the word dominate, but they've played really well against that defensive line.
Well, at times, yeah. You got to give Pleasant Grove in the second quarter kind of giving it back to Argyle a little bit, but Argyle adjusted. I think you're exactly right. Jack Tucker and Austin Criswell are just possessed on the left side of the line, and the Eagles, man, taking control again, but here come the Hawks. Here comes your drive summary from Bill Utter Ford. The Eagles answer quickly. They go 66 yards in 5 plays, but it was the Braden Baker show. 2 carries for 55 yards, 97 on the night for the senior. And Cole Kirkpatrick catches his 3rd touchdown.
Here's a handoff straight up the middle. That is Logan Johnson, and he will only have about a yard to the 36-yard line. Our Cinch Cleaner uniform update, so you can have the picture painted for you a little bit better. Argyle in their white jerseys, red numerals outlined in black helmets with those white eagle wings on the helmet, black pants. Pleasant Grove, black unis, black pants with white piping down the pants, white numerals, black helmet with a gold PG on the side. Woodside is rolling to throw, and then he is just going to take off running. I think that was a design run that time. He never had any intention of throwing the football. And a nice run that time by Jalen Woodside out into Argyle territory now to the 49-yard line. 15-yard gain for Woodside and the Hawk first down.
Yeah, the Hawks were looking a little downfield. They had Jalen Bradley trying to get open, but he was well covered. And then Cade Moore just couldn't catch up to Woodside, who made it to the edge before he could get there. And a nice pickup for Hawks right back in Eagle territory.
Split backs behind Woodside. Toss sweep this time. That's Jalen Bordley, the freshman. He's going to get to about the 45, where he's going to be brought down by Jet Copeland out there to make the stop and pick up. Looked like he was going to have a lot more than that. Ends up only being a gain of about 4. It'll be second down and 6.
It looked like he had a lot of room to run, but the Eagles pursued well. Had 4 or 5 Eagles there, and that's what you got to do. You got to gang tackle, and they did that time, because we've already seen how well the Hawks can break tackles, and you can't break tackles when there's 4 people on your back. Not normally. But the Eagles would love to get a stop, get another score, and let's see how it goes. 4:20 to go in the third, up 42 now to 21.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's 2 or 3 guys still moving in the backfield there for Pleasant Grove, and that ball was snapped. Before that play, Andy, I noticed that a couple of guys came in that we haven't seen a whole lot tonight, including one of the running backs there, number 26, R.J. Collins. He's a sophomore. We haven't seen him. Jaden Parker at receiver. And they just didn't really know what to do. They were 2 or 3 guys moving when the ball was snapped.
Hadn't seen Nick Price in there at running back here this half. Number 6, the unbelievable linebacker. Is he back in there now?
He's out there, yeah.
So there he goes.
They haven't given him the football much.
He hasn't really stepped off the field on any play. And just trying to maybe give him a breather or letting him block. But I expect we'll see him here in just a moment.
Second down and 11 following that penalty. Ball back right at the midfield stripe. And again, there's lots of movement around here by Pleasant Grove. Some of it designed.
Almost out of time there again.
Yep, play clock was down to 2. Oh, Bordley out of the backfield. Oh, he can't handle the football. It was right in his chest. He was being chased down by Cade Moore. That would have been an easy first down and maybe even a touchdown. There was only going to be one man to beat, but off his shoulder pads and incomplete.
What about Jalen Brady? What is Bordley is his name? Jason Bordley?
Bordley.
He's a freshman.
Well, he's not built like a freshman.
No, he's not. He's going to be something to see.
Yeah, but then again, we talked about Grant Mirabal earlier as well. And
yeah.
Grant Mirabal looked like a grown man in like 8th grade.
So, yeah, he's played really well tonight, too. Big third down and 11 here.
And it's going to be Logan Johnson running to his right, and he will get hammered by Jacob Robinson. Lifted up off the ground. Logan May comes in. Carson Shaw, Jasper Lott, all to help clean up. And a gain of a yard. It'll be 4th down and 10 at the 49.
That's a bad defense right there, Kenny. You had the Eagles. You had, who was it that lifted him up that time?
That was Jacob Robinson, I believe.
Robinson lifts him up, and then Jasper comes over and finishes it off. And Logan May, who just will hit anything with a black color on it tonight, came in and finished it off and forces what might be a punt, but this would be like prime time to fake.
And they will punt it away. And a fair catch will be called by Zach Stewart at the 22-yard line. 27-yard punt, no return. Argyle will have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. 2:59 to play third quarter with Argyle leading 42-21. C.J. Rogers, in his last 5 passes, 4 of those were touchdowns.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. 80% of your passes are touchdowns. That's probably going to be good. I will say what a hidden stats tonight is that the Eagles defense has held Pleasant Grove to just 3 of 8 on third down conversions. And that may be the hidden stat and the story is the Eagle defense stepping up.
Handoff, and just quite a bit of stutter step going on back there in the backfield, and not enough north and south.
Well,
and a gain of about a yard that time for Braden Baker.
There were 3 or 4 Hawks just standing there, and I think Braden was trying to figure out which one of these is going to hurt the least.
Right. Second down, and we'll call it a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Fake to Baker this time. CJ wants to throw, and he's going to throw one out. Oh, and it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of Cole Kirkpatrick that time. That was going to be right at the first down marker. And,
so make a note of that. We probably won't see that again this year. And there's a Hawk that's down in the Argyle backfield. Is that
and there's
Jackson?
An eagle down.
There's an eagle down too?
Yeah, there's also a Argyle and a Hawk. Argyle player and Hawk both down right now with 2:27 to play here in the third quarter. Argyle leading 42-21. We'll take us a rapid med-urgent care timeout here with Argyle leading 42-21. We're back with more Eagle football here in just a moment.
Wow. Thank you, Argyle, for making Magnolia Realty Argyle's favorite choice for all things real estate. Thank you for your confidence and your trust in our team. We couldn't do it without you. From acreage, estates, custom-built homes, or existing homes, our team's decades of experience and innovative approach continue to produce unparalleled results. Find out what the rest of Argyle already knows when marketing their home. There is a difference. When Argyle thinks of real estate, they think of Magnolia Realty.
407 Barbecue is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles. Named the very best barbecue in all of DFW several times over, 407 Barbecue offers an array of award-winning smoked meats, including mouth-watering brisket and rib. If you're brave enough, try to tackle on your own Spudzilla. No plate is complete without one of their world-famous sides either. And don't get out the door until you round out your trip with a bowl of Grandma's banana pudding. 407 Barbecue is family-owned and operated by your neighbors right here in Argyle. See their menu and catering options online at 407bbq.com or see for yourself at I-35W exit 407. 407 Barbecue.
6'2", 288-pound junior Matt Williams has checked in at the guard position for Argyle to replace Austin Criswell, who walked off with a cramp. Landon Jackson was the injured Hawk. He also looked to have a cramp, so we're not through the end of the third quarter yet. C.J. Rogers under a lot of pressure here on third down, and he just throws the football away incomplete, and Argyle will have to punt.
Yeah, Nick Price on a blitz. Caught up to CJ. CJ saw him a little late, tried to get out of there, but Nick said, no, generally that doesn't happen. CJ smart enough to get rid of the ball. I think the Hawk fans over here on the near side wanted a grounding, but he was outside the tackle, and that ball got past the line of scrimmage, and you can do that.
Hello, Ken Frazier. Thanks for listening in. He says we do a great job, thanks to us. Well,
he's right. You do a great job. I'm just glad to be here.
Ken did a great job back in his day as president of the Argyle Eagle Booster Club.
Oh, look at that.
Caden Dodson gets his punt away, and it will be fair caught by Quinn Bingham at his own 46-yard line, a 31-yard punt, no return, with Argyle leading 42-21 with 2:16 to play here in the third quarter.
Argyle may have the only switch kicker in high school. He kicked that ball left-footed.
Left-footed, yeah.
And it went how far?
31 yards.
It went 31 yards left-footed.
Hey, Clark, let's talk a little bit about this.
He's been kicking left-footed all game.
Well, he has tonight, but he can kick right. He's amphibious.
Yeah, he's amphibious. Yes, he is.
Hey, Clark, Andy and I were talking about it when we, took our restroom breaks there at halftime about how it's just how wet it is outside, the humidity, and you're seeing the cramps already. So you're out there in it. Tell us a little bit about that humidity.
I don't think I can't clean my glasses because there's not a dry spot on my shirt. And all I'm doing is standing here and holding a microphone, so I can't imagine what it's like out there on the field.
That's kind of gross, isn't it?
That is kind of gross. Here's the end around, and it's at aforementioned sophomore there, number 26, R.J. Collins, getting the carry. Will Ramsey makes the stop after a pickup of about 8 into Argyle territory at the 46-yard line.
That was some kind of open field tackle right there. Saved a touchdown. As the Hawks are going deep to their running back crew, they're not really built to score quickly.
R.J. Collins with his first.
That's a challenge when you're down 21, and it's 1:45 to go in the third. But we've seen them score quickly tonight.
Yeah, they really do some old school sometimes when they huddle, and the coach stands on the sideline and gives the play to Alec Galvin, the receiver, who then runs it in and tells the quarterback. Oh my gosh, David Elsey misses the tackle, but then coming in to light up the running back that time was Grant Mirabal. Holy smokes, what a
hit of the 2020.
Yeah,
that was a bear hug.
Sure. And there was no doubt in my mind that there was a first down. And Grant Mirabal comes out of nowhere, and it is not. It was a gain of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down and 1 at the 45.
That was the greatest hit I've seen since I've been in Texarkana.
Yes, today. Clock running with 52 seconds to play in the third quarter.
That was Davis Elsey.
3rd down and a yard. And here is Nick Martin, and he's got the first down, and he's got more, and he cuts all the way back across the field to the 25, and he's going to go 10-5 touchdown. So big hit for Argyle on the last play, and a big hitter here for Nick Martin and the Pleasant Grove Hawks, a 45-yard touchdown run for Nick Martin, his second touchdown run of the game. It's 42-27, Argyle with the PAT on the way.
I believe that was his first carry in the second half, and boy, he makes it count. I just got finished talking about how Pleasant Grove really isn't built to score quickly, but man, when you can break it 45 yards and get into the end zone quickly and get a little momentum back going into the fourth quarter, it's the ball game right now.
And they're going to fake the extra point. Maybe they dropped it, maybe in a bad snap, and
we got the ball.
He's hammered, and it's just going to be incomplete. They're going to call it an incomplete pass. So Argyle won't have an opportunity to pick it up and run it back for a conversion of their own. But so the extra point, no good. 38 seconds to play, third quarter. Now it's Argyle 42, Pleasant Grove 27. Back with more Eagle football here this morning.
Hey Argyle folks, want 100% employee pricing on a new set of wheels? Then get to Waxahachie Autoplex today. Owners Wes and Lisa Spence are proud parents of number 78 Blake Spence. So whether you need a new Ford, Dodge, Jeep, or Nissan, you'll find the best selection of new and pre-owned cars and trucks. Wes doesn't play games with a sales staff. In fact, he'll deliver the car and sign the paperwork on your kitchen table. Tell him you heard about it from us. Great selection, service, and price. That's what Waxahachie Autoplex is all about.
The team at Noble Classic Homes, your local master home builder and remodeler, has been Argyle's premier home builder since 1998. We can assist you in building your dream home, remodeling, or even storm restoration. Noble Classic Homes has been selected by D Homes as best of the best home builders from 2011 through 2017 and best of Denton County every year since 2015. Visit our new office located at 9998 Hilltop Road in Argyle and check out our award-winning website at nobleclassichomes.com. Let us build the dream your family will call home. Go Eagles!
Cash Walker stands back at the 10-yard line. But Enrique Rios will not kick it anywhere near him as he takes 2 steps and goes with the onside kick once again. And it's high, and it's going to be Argyle gets on it. Pleasant Grove had a chance. There were 3 Hawks there, and I'm not exactly sure what Argyle's plan is on that defense, on that onside kick to defend that. The second time in a row they've done that, but they just let it go back to the actual some of the receiving team guys, Andy, and that's
it went right over the head of the upback, and but Hayden Stewart may have made the play of the game right there. Goes up and catches that ball. Knew he was going to get hammered. He did, and he got Argyle the ball back, and that could have been huge momentum shift right there if the Hawks get the ball back. They do not because of Hayden Stewart. Probably because it's his mom Jennifer's birthday. He didn't want to disappoint her.
Happy birthday again, Jennifer. Mm-hmm. So Austin Criswell is checked back in at left guard once again. And a handoff. Knox Scoggins running left, and he's got tons of running room. Cuts it back across the middle. 45 of Pleasant Grove. 40 breaks a couple of tackles all the way down to the 37-yard line of the Hawks. A big gainer that time. 22-yard gain for Knox Scoggins. And we talked about how Criswell was back out there, but Landon Jackson for Pleasant Grove, who looked like he was cramping, he is still limping over here on the sideline, so he's not out there right now for the Hawks.
I'm going to tell you what, that play right there, Knox had the Knoxinator, but Grant Chaney checking in. Mm-hmm. Knocking noggins, knock Scoggins. Say that 3 times fast. Knocking noggins, I can't do it once. But Grant Chaney pulled across from the linebacker spot and just pinned his defender.
That is the end of the third quarter. 12 minutes left here at Hawk Stadium. Our score after 3, Argyle 42, Pleasant Grove 27. Fourth quarter on the way next on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Hello, Eagle fans. This is John Lavelle, president of the Argyle Eagle Booster Club, reminding you to subscribe and listen to the Eagles Nest podcast. The podcast comes out every Thursday, and you'll hear from your coaches, your players, updates on all the sports, and updates from Argyle ISD as well. Subscribe, listen, and go Eagles.
This broadcast is made possible by the generous support of our corporate advertising sponsors who have enabled Argyle ISD athletic programs to achieve many exceptional accomplishments, including state championships in multiple sports and 8 consecutive Lone Star Cups. These sponsorships remain the primary source of funding for the Booster Club, which directs the expenditures towards Argyle athletics and clubs at the high school and middle school level. Your corporate sponsorship provides the best opportunity for our student athletes to reach their full potential here at Argyle ISD, and in return, we offer numerous advertising packages which fit your budget to brand your business with high visibility in the stadiums or right here on these airwaves. Do you want to be a sponsor and support the athletics here at Argyle ISD? Contact Brian and Shelley Stone at aebc.sponsorship@gmail.com to begin your support. Go Eagles! 2 tight ends again for Argyle, and Knox Scoggins is going to go around left end, and he will get wrapped up around the neck by Hayden Collar, but not before a pickup of about 4, maybe 5 that time for Knox.
Really like what Knox did there. He had a lot of open room, but he knew that the defenders were closing quickly, and rather than try to run out of bounds, he turned it upfield, keep the clock moving. Knox Scoggins, boy, he has really been something. He was quarterback as a freshman. Now he's a junior, and he's a great running back. Hey, quick shout-out to my good friend Kevin Smith. He's on the faculty at TCU. He has actually made me see that there are some nice people at TCU, believe it or not.
Second down and 5, and Scoggins straight ahead. Right behind that powerful Argyle offensive line. Nick Rubian leading the way that time with Blake Spence. And it is a gain of 6 and an Argyle first down.
You know what Hank Dickerson at UNT would say right now?
What's
in
that?
The field of opportunity, it's plowing time right now. Argyle just needs to just mow ahead. Take some time off the clock. It's way too soon to start thinking about that very much, but no reason to go fast, although they could.
Ball at the 27-yard line of Pleasant Grove. Braden Baker in at tailback now, and he's going to take it straight up the middle. Sheridan Wilson leading the way that time, and a pickup of Braden for Braden of about 4 to make it second down and 6. Braden Baker is over 100 yards rushing on the night. 10.5 to play here in the ballgame with Argyle leading 42-27. It'll be second down and 6.
Braden Baker's
first 100-yard rushing game. He's been huge. How about that 55-yard drive that he had on 2 carries earlier? He was averaging 9.7 yards per carry for this series right here.
Knox Scoggins back in and running back, and he gets the handoff this time, running left. And nice job defensively that time by Pleasant Grove's Torrey Phillips. And he will drag him down.
Scoggins
Lost him a couple that
side.
time. Be third down and 8. Just another one of those.
They're so big.
College,
6'7".
lots of offers there. And we
Awesome.
mentioned that earlier, including my daughter's school. Austin P has offered Torrey Phillips.
UNT.
UNT.
Mean Green would
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
to see him. That's a pretty big catch for them. 6'7", 298 pound, and he is something.
And there is a timeout. Pleasant Grove will take a timeout with 9:29 to play here in the fourth quarter. Argyle leading 42-27. And Andy A. Smith, who's bringing us our fourth quarter tonight.
I'm very glad that you asked, and I'd like to tell you, Ty and Jennifer Homeyer with the Design House are happy about the way things are going. So is Jeff Passenger with Argyle Storage. How about Cycle Center of Denton? We love them. Matt Artho with Country Lakes Family Dental. Jerry Whittle Boats, a new sponsor. I know this next guy. It's Kenny Arthur with Argyle's favorite Chick-fil-A on Justin Road. Dr. Rexroth with Argyle Family Chiropractic, Trophy Club Orthodontics. And the sponsor of tonight's post-game show is the great Jolette Ryan Shavy and the great Remax North Texas team.
Argyle will have 3rd and 8 at the Pleasant Grove 25-yard line. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is where you listen to Argyle Eagle football.
This is Gary Hogeboom, former quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys and a distant cousin of Argyle quarterback Bo. All the Hogebooms listen to Argyle football on AEBC Broadcasting, and you should too. Also, tell Christy Scales to stop hating on Clark. Us Chippewas got to stick up for one another.
We'll check in with the old Chippewa lineman here after this play. 3rd down and 8. Jasper Lott moves in motion, and on 3rd and 8, they hand off Knox Scoggin. He's going to try to bounce it outside. Had a little bit of an opportunity there, it looked like, but Amajay Carter able to drag him down at the 24-yard line. It'll be 4th down. We'll see what Argyle decides to do here. But Clark, that Argyle offensive line, we've talked about it, just really been
Scoggins up the right side.
almost dominant against this big defensive line of Pleasant Grove.
Exactly, and you know, you just mentioned Torrey Phillips' name in the 6 offers that he's gotten, including several D1s. That's the first time we've called his name on a tackle all night. So our offensive line is really taking care of business tonight.
From the right hash, Caden Dotson to attempt a 41-yard field goal out of the hold of Sutton Lee. Snaps back. Kick is on its way. It's long enough, and it is good. A 41-yard field goal by Caden Dotson. And our new score with 8:45 to play in the ballgame, Argyle 45, Pleasant Grove 27. We're back with more Eagle football in just a moment.
Over 65 years and still growing, at Bill Utter Ford, we'll help you find the perfect car, truck, or SUV with our always utterly affordable prices. Bill Utterford is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles, and together we are flying high over North Texas. Bill Utterford, a Denton County tradition for over 65 years. Visit us today or see us online at BillUtterford.com.
You're gonna like the way we treat you, Bill Utterford.
Feel like you never have any space to put things? Tired of your closet always looking cluttered, no matter how you try to organize it? Try Closets by Design. Have an expert out for a free consultation to have a look at your closet, garage, home office, pantry, anything. And they will build you a closet system that caters to your every need. Why go buy a basic cookie cutter piece of furniture when you can put in a system tailored specifically for your every need? Schedule your consultation today by calling 972-361-0010 or schedule it online at closetsbydesign.com. Imagine your home totally organized. Closets by Design.
Pooch kick is fair caught at the 30-yard line by Pleasant Grove. They'll have it 1st and 10 right there with 8:44 to play in the ball game. And Andy A. Smith. No, wait, that was wrong. It's not the emphasis is not on Smith. Andy Ace Smith with our drive summary.
Thank you, Kenny. I don't know. The emphasis on thank you was all wrong. But what was right was the Argyle drive, and this drive summary brought to you by some other folks that are always right, and that's Wes and Lisa Spence from Waxahachie Autoplex. The Eagles, 35 yards and 7 plays, and the big point there took 3:52 off the clock, and then Cadence Dodson comes in and kicks a 41-yard field goal. That's a career long for him, and boy, the Eagles needed it, made it a 3-score game.
Handoff is Nick Martin, and he is still pounding people as he runs up through there, but might have pounded him a little too hard. Might have hurt himself a little bit there. He's a little slow to get up, but he's going to go back to the huddle. If it's a gain of 8, it'll be 2nd down and 2. Jet Copeland on the start that time for the Eagles.
Wide receiver for the Hawks, number 11, Jaden Parker. I've never seen anybody run off the field faster. He doesn't probably get a lot of action in this offense, so he might as well get his conditioning in by running off the field. No, he had a score last week against Nashville, Arkansas. But, boy, he was hustling to the side like he had something to do when he got there.
Sam Bradshaw now hustling the other receiver who's out there. And here's a toss sweep. Bradshaw with some nice blocking to spring his running back there. And Jet Copeland will come up to make the stop, but not before a pickup of about 5 and a Pleasant Grove 1st down.
Argyle was in some kind of a stunt, expecting maybe something to go to the wide side of the field because Davis Elsey took himself out of the play going left. The ball's on here on the left hash, and he went left towards the wide side, but they threw it to the short side or tossed it. Here comes number 11 hustling in there. Boy, he gets that play in there in a hurry. You bring the play in from the sideline. This is throwback, right?
Absolutely. Then he runs out to the right side, and that's the way Woodside will roll. He's looking for a receiver. He's looking for that tight end coming across the middle, and once that guy's not open, he just pulls it down and takes off himself, and he will pick up 11 to the Argyle 45-yard line and a 1st down for the Hawks.
Will Ramsey got steamrolled, but like great football players do, he still got an arm out and tripped up the running back while he had 2 Hawks laying on top of him. That's a man right there.
Darren Chapa, by the way, is back into the game for Argyle. He went out earlier with a cramp. 1st down and 10 for the Hawks from the Argyle 45, and you'd think down 18 here, so 3 touchdowns. But the Hawks might try to turn up the speed just a little bit here. But there's a toss, and there's nobody out there to field the toss, and Jet Copeland just picks it up, and he's off to the races down the right sideline. 10-5, Argyle touchdown.
Turns on the Jets. A scoop and score.
A 48-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
So Woodside pitched it left. There wasn't anybody there at all. He was coming back to the short side, and Copeland was hoping he'd get a good bounce because he had a full head of steam. Scooped it up and ran away. Jet Copeland, the junior, ran away from the defense, or I guess the offense then turned defense, but what a play right there. What a play. Play of the game so far in the 4th quarter for the defense on Friday night in September.
Sutton Lee snaps a little bit low, but he puts it down, and Caden Dodson's extra point is good. 6:45 to play in the ball game. It's now Argyle 52, Pleasant Grove 28 on AEBC Broadcasting.
Hello, neighbors, and welcome to another season of Argyle Eagle Sports. This is Jolette Ryan, owner of the Remax North Texas team located here in Argyle. And although my own Eagles have left the nest, like you, we are ready for some football. As a parent, I pray your children are healthy and safe and trust the faculty and coaches. Once again, it is our honor to serve as an all-sports sponsor for Argyle Sports, which for us is an annual labor of love. Remember, support our teachers, our teams, our first responders, and police. Come to the Remax North Texas team. We are ready to serve all of your real estate needs.
Rapid Med Urgent Care provides you and your family with personalized, state-of-the-art minor emergency care and primary care. We're just up the road at the corner of FM 407 and Chin Chapel Road. This fall, we'll also open a new Argyle location just next to the stadium. Checkups to cuts, broken bones, school vaccinations, sports physicals, and now our all-new telemedicine service, Rapid Med On Demand. No waiting room and direct access to Rapid Med over the web by using your webcam or smartphone. COVID testing available. Extremely proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
We'll see what Caden Dodson is setting up here. Looks like he's going to do another pooch kick here.
Okay, right-footed this time.
And it is high, and the fair catch will be called at the 31-yard line by Drew Mason with 6:44 to play here in the ball game. And
I have a drive summary. It's pretty easy.
Pretty simple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't really a drive.
Woodside pitches it to the turf. Jet Copeland comes from his cornerback position, scoops it up, runs, 40-some-odd yards.
What did he do on the way?
He turned on the jets.
There we go.
Turned on the jets.
Yeah.
He turned on the afterburners, and then he landed softly in the end zone on his feet, untouched. And the Eagles kick the extra point. Caden Dodson hasn't missed an extra point this season. 52-27, 6:44 to go, and that drive summary is brought to you by your mom and Tina and Joe Bartram from CNN Mortgage.
Argyle takes a timeout right before.
If I'd known that, I would have been able to find the name of the sponsor. But still, your mom. So there you go.
Snapped, and I kind of hate that Argyle did that because right before that ball was snapped, Pleasant Grove moved a little bit there. The tight end jumped a little bit, so it would have been a procedure penalty, I think. But Argyle takes the timeout. Rand Nash had checked in at cornerback for Argyle. And Clark, how's it feeling down there now that with this 52-27 lead, being hot feels a little better when you're winning?
Well, I have a couple guys down here that are actually listening to the Pleasant Grove broadcast. And the comment they made was the best part of the game for them is that they don't have to drive back to the Metroplex.
Yeah.
Well,
and
okay.
I thought that was kind of funny, but that drive doesn't seem quite as long when you have this on the field tonight.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to maybe stop somewhere on the way home and get a feeding.
Buc-ee's is 136 miles from
I
here.
just can't wait that long, Clark. Can't wait that long, but man, what a performance! 52-27, 6:44 to go here in the fourth, and the Eagles really getting it done.
Hawks handoff, and out across the 35-yard line.
So you see scores like this, and you don't see the game. Last week you saw that score. What was it, 56-7 or 9 or something? And you go, well, Decatur must be having an off year. Decatur was ahead of Alvarado, a playoff team last year, 40-0 at halftime.
Trenton Kelly takes the ball
so
at the 37-yard line.
Wanted to
Second
right
down
or wrong,
for the Hawks.
but this Pleasant Grove Hawk football team is very, very good. Argyle's just played just clutch tonight. Interesting.
Here's the
Canadian
toss
football
out to
broke up.
Logan Johnson, Dax Haraney giving chase, and he's still chasing, but Logan Johnson all the way into Argyle territory to the 33-yard line before Caleb Murdoch finally runs him out of bounds, and a 30-yard gain for Johnson and a Hawk first down.
Maybe I'm not, I've only been watching Argyle football for 18 years and football in general for a long dadgum time, but it's okay to have 2 or 3 people moving at the
down for the Grove.
Is that okay now?
No.
Okay. I thought maybe that looked like a violation, but
not in America.
I can't necessarily tell you that my eyesight is as good as it used to be either, so maybe I just dreamt it.
You are correct, though.
Well, what a play by Caleb
Canadian
Murdoch
football.
that time. While getting blocked, he makes a tackle and saves a touchdown.
Handoff straight up the middle, and Jacob Robinson grabs a hold of the ankles and drags down the running back. I believe it was Trent Kelly.
Some of the greatest hits in this game occur in the backfield about 15 yards away from the
Trent
play.
Kelly carries for the Hawks.
Davis Elsey just took a wallop from I think it was a tight end that time, but you play to the whistle.
2nd down and 5 now for the Hawks. Ball at the Argyle 27-yard line, and this is the big negative of a team that pretty much only runs the football. And
well, if they can score here and go for 20, then they might have a chance.
And Woodside rolling to his left, looking for someone to throw to, and he just pulls it down and runs immediately. And Carson Shaw, Reese McHugh combined to make the stop.
But Dax Haraney in there at safety now.
Woodside up the left side for the Hawks.
He came up and made a nice play. He's a freshman, played a lot as a freshman last year, and now as a sophomore, he's going to be a great player for the next 3 years. Dax Haraney plays that safety, and he comes up and he will hit you.
That sophomore class, we've talked about that a time or two, and Robert Hudgens and I talked about it quite a bit last Friday night. But just a stud class, and a lot of those sophomores are getting not just playing time; they're starting.
Yeah.
For varsity this year. 3rd down and a yard, and first down for Trent Kelly. He gets about a yard. Jacob Robinson, one of those sophomores, makes the stop. Riley Van Poppel, another one of those sophomores,
33,
also
Kelly.
in there on the stop, and it'll be a first down at the Argyle 22.
Good thing it's them and not me, because I swore that ball was at number 15's hand, broadly going wide right, and they had already handed it off. In fact, the running back was about 5 yards up the field, and I'm going, oh, man, get to the edge.
Yeah, no, wrong guy.
Wrong guy, but Argyle now getting some depth in there to get some experience. But games like this, boy, they will test your mettle.
Here's the sweep, and Riley Van Poppel is in the backfield, and he drags down R.J. Collins. That'll be a loss of 4 back to the 26-yard line.
Riley Van Poppel, what a play. Oh, Michael Zarcone down in the Eagle defensive back field.
The handoff went to R.J. Collins. The Eagles shake it up.
And be 2nd down and 15.
It is that time of year, and it's that kind of night where the cramps start a-coming. Although Argyle does as good a job as you can imagine at conditioning, and they just have spent so much time, and Coach Rogers really emphasizes nutrition and hydration. And it's not uncommon to see an Argyle football player carrying a milk jug of water to class.
That's Jacob Robinson.
And they practice in the morning to keep themselves fresh. Of course, we've got the indoor facility, which helps to keep kind of fresh. But nutrition and conditioning play a big part of why the Eagles are up 25 points here. And still, though, at nights like this when Clark's had to take off his shirt, which is a little scary.
That was Jacob Robinson who was injured, and he walks off under his own power. He looks
it's
like
hard
he'll
not
be
to
fine.
cramp, is my point.
2nd down, 15, and toss sweep this time to Nick Martin, and coming up to make the stop is 26 Aaron Funderburk for the Eagles.
Nick Martin carries for the
Hawks.
Hawks.
So isn't he a starter? And yes, he is. And you're wondering, isn't it time maybe to get some subs in there? And yes, it is. But when you only have 35 players, you probably don't have a whole lot of options. And
absolutely.
Pleasant Grove is in Division II. Now, that is a disadvantage, except if you've got 35 players like theirs, you are going to be just fine. Pleasant Grove, they're like Argyle. They're going to play the best teams they can find in non-district. I know they play Carthage, I think, maybe next week, and Carthage is no joke.
Inside handoff to Logan Johnson. He breaks 2 tackles. He breaks another one at the 5, and he will walk into the end zone. The quarterback gets hammered in the backfield, but unfortunately he didn't have the football, and Logan Johnson goes for a touchdown run, 22-yard touchdown run, and the Hawks add 6 more.
But if the extra point here, they probably will kick it, I guess. They did go for 2 earlier, but that was, I think, a bad snap. The 18-point, that'd be tough, but Hawks aren't going to quit. I love their coach. If you didn't hear the podcast, Eagles Nest podcast, do yourself a favor. Go listen to Coach Josh Gibson. That's a good man right there.
Enrique Rios with the extra point, and it is good. 2:58 to play in the ball game. Our new score, Argyle 52, Pleasant Grove 34 on Argyle Eagle Booster Club broadcast.
Whether it's the heat of the preseason or the heart of the postseason, teams always get a little boost from playing at home. Speaking of boost at home, State Farm can boost your savings when you combine your homeowner's insurance with your auto coverage. So score one for the home team. Talk to State Farm agent Matt Ports about big league savings for combining home and car coverage. Call State Farm agent Matt Ports today at 940-591-6644.
Hello, Eagle fans. This is Joe Bartram with CNN Mortgage. We are a privately owned mortgage lender since 1997, offering financing options designed for your family needs. CNN Mortgage is a proud sponsor of the Argyle Eagles. We have expanded and we invite you into our office right here in Argyle or our main office in Grapevine. CNN Mortgage is an active member of the community, so mention this ad and receive $550 towards the cost of your appraisal when we finance your next home. If you have dreams, we have solutions. CNN Mortgage is a licensed mortgage lender in the state of Texas. NMLS number is 148530. Joe Bartram's NMLS number is 1010778. Go Eagles!
Yes.
All right, look for the onside kick here from the Hawks. The Argyle hands team is up here, and that is an onside kick, but it has not gone anywhere near 10 yards. Don't go messing with that. One of the Argyle players starts to run up that way, and it didn't go. It only went 5 yards, and so finally the Hawks get on the football. But you can't do that. It has to go 10. That's the rule.
Jet Copeland was about to tackle that Argyle kid that was running up there by the ball, and he's on our side.
That was Rand Nash who said, I want a touchdown. Can I go get that and pick it up? But, right there. So Argyle will have it at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Kenny, you know what sounds good right now? In fact, anytime really is some 407 barbecue. Oh. What would you do for some 407 barbecue right now? Yeah. I know Clark would do unnatural acts.
Add the half-pound of ribs, maybe?
Oh, that's just an appetizer. But Brian McClarty with 407 barbecue brings you this drive summary. 8 plays to go 68 yards, almost 4 minutes off the clock, and the Hawks score.
Peyton Shoemake gets the handoff this time. Ethan DePiro is checked in at quarterback for Argyle. Hey, there's also Gonzo 3.0.
There he is.
I saw him. He was out on the defensive line last time. Nice checked in at tight end.
Peyton Shoemake carries
second down at 6 after that.
The Eagles. Second down.
Dominic Reed is now the right tackle for the Eagles. Out here at receiver is Baylor Bowen, best name on the team.
Yep. Hey, shout out to Reese Waddell, writer for the Denton Record Chronicle on ESPN Radio up here in Texarkana. They asked him for a prediction. He said he thought 49-42 Argyle. And those guys said, there's no way y'all are going to score 49 points on this defense. And he was right. They've scored 52.
Second down and 6. It's Shoemake again running right this time. Ethan Gonzalez blocking in front of him. And a gain of only a yard to the 40. And get a couple names out there again of who is out there offensively for Argyle. So at right guard is Nash Kruger. And checking in at center is Austin Rusk. Matt Williams is the left guard now, and I like to say little brother, but he's not really that much smaller. Wes Tucker has checked in at left tackle, number 53.
They had the NASCAR offense earlier. This is the
third down and 5. It's Shoemake again. He's running hard to try to get that first down. He's going to have a couple of yards to the 38-yard line, and Pleasant Grove will stop the clock with 1:10 to play here in the ball game. And I mentioned Ethan DePiro in at quarterback.
Pleasant Grove.
On the far side over there, Ward McCollum is in at one of the receiver spots, and Gannon Pels is in at the slot.
Can we have a little table talk while we have 1:10 to go and a timeout?
Sure.
And do we have a consensus on player of the game?
I think we do.
We want to announce that in post game, so we can just sort of decide now if we want to. So we're having a canvas here and a straw poll, and then I'm just going to decide. But y'all go ahead and vote, and text your votes to.
Can we mail in? I want to do a mail-in ballot.
Mail-in ballots.
Yeah.
Get them in your mail, and mail it here to Texarkana. So 52 points for Argyle against this defense, Kenny. That's very, very impressive. Argyle in the second half came out of the locker room and was just incredible. At one point in the game, C.J. Rogers had thrown 5 passes, and 4 of those were touchdowns. That's pretty cool, right? So
that is pretty cool, and not only is that pretty cool, I want to remind everybody of something. And he was shaking up a little bit on the first play last week. We thought he would play tonight, but Tito Bias, Argyle starting running back. That's our best running back, and we still put up 52 points against
we did.
This
Baker.
defense.
Braden
Now
Baker had his first 100-yard game.
I will also say Marcus Burris, a great defensive player who is signed for A&M for Pleasant Grove, is also out tonight. He tore his Achilles, so he's out for the season.
Yeah, he's down here on the sideline, and that's a big man right there.
Yes. So on 3rd and 3, Argyle just short of the first down. Peyton Shoemake thought he might have had it, but ball will turn over on downs at the 36-yard line with 1:08 to play in the ball game, and Argyle leading 52-34.
It gives Gonzo 3.0 a chance to make a big play. I feel it coming right here. Argyle. Boy, this was a tough place to come up and play up here and play Pleasant Grove, a defending state champion, and loaded with just talent on both sides of the ball. And Argyle just took it right at Pleasant Grove, in, around, and over offensively. And defensively, I think I'm so impressed. They did give up some big runs, but they also made some big stops.
Toss sweet out to Logan Johnson. He's got some room, and he is going to be hit by Reed Palmer as he gets out close to midfield. And he'll be brought down right at the midfield stripe. A 14-yard gain that time for Johnson. And a first down just inside Argyle territory for the Hawks.
Landon Newman, what a hit. What a really nice hit.
Quick pass attempt here to Jaden Parker, and he was wide open.
But he's going to run off the field fast.
Well overthrown with 57 seconds. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Reed Palmer was on the coverage. We've got some other faces out there. Landon Newman has checked in at linebacker for the Eagles.
Huge hit on that the play before this one. And Woodside, he's much more comfortable when he's rolling out and throwing the ball than he is in the pocket.
2nd down and 10. He's going to roll out to his right this time. Still looking, and he throws and hits the tight end running across the middle. He'll be drugged down after he crosses the 25 down to the 24-yard line. 25-yard gain that time. The stop made by Cade Doggett.
The 3rd or 4th for the Eagles. But if you like predictions, Reese Waddell's 49-42 prediction may not be far off.
Going toward the end zone, and that pass is incomplete. Great coverage down there by Reed Palmer. Was intended for Sam Bradshaw, and it falls incomplete with 38 seconds to play here in the ball game.
I mean, I would not necessarily want his prediction to be close, but it'd be funny. Because if they score and go for 2, they get 42 points. Of course, we can't deduct points. We'll stay with 52 no matter what.
We will. Yeah.
But these are two really good football teams. Now, they play in different divisions in 4A, so they will not see each other in the playoffs. But games like this get you ready for the playoffs.
2nd down and 10. Woodside looking to throw again. He's still looking. He's got a man coming out that's wide open. He's going to be chased down. He's down in the 10, and he will get in the end zone as Argyle cannot catch up with him. Pass was complete there to Alex Galvin, the receiver, and just wide open there. And sometimes when you bring in some of the, a few of the guys that don't get quite as much playing time, missed assignment. And that's what you saw there.
Yeah, definitely.
Hawk touchdown.
That time, Argyle just never even saw. Never even saw it, and the Hawks are going to play to the end for sure. That's full tilt for the Hawks. So that is fun. They got that name on the back of their jersey, Full Tilt, which is one of their principles. They go hard at everything that they do. In fact, it doesn't matter if it's keeping the locker room clean or doing good in class or being nice to each other or others. Coach Gibson says, whatever it is you're going to do, as hard as you possibly can. And they don't just talk that, they walk it.
Hey, guys, I'm on air with you.
Extra point is good. Oh, I'm sorry.
I have a player of the game.
Blake?
First, I want to say this. The extra point was good, by the way, by Rios.
Oh, sorry.
So our score is now 52-41 with 30 seconds to play. Okay, now I'm good.
My player of the game is Kenny. Having to look past this very distracting butterfly that's been on the glass all game.
Guy's been there the entire game. I mean, a stand-up, I'm better, but every time I have to sit down, he's right. I mean, perfect. I mean, it could not be more in my line of sight. And I don't have windshield wipers on. If I had windshield wipers, I just, would be good.
Tap the glass.
Hey, I have. It's thick. It's the double pane type glass. He doesn't hear me. I mean, I knock, and I got nothing. He's just
How many of our listeners do you think are really terribly interested in that? Just wondering.
Just trying to enjoy the game.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't really paying attention to what y'all were talking about. We're trying to figure out players of the game and going back and forth here and there. I think I have one for us defensively.
And they're trying the onside kick again. They get the great bounce, and I believe the Hawks have come up with it, and they have. And all of a sudden, he was hurt and hadn't been back out there in a while. But there's Landon Jackson, who big 6'7", is able to go up and get that ball. Oh. And so it'll be the Hawks football, and we have an injured
Eagle here.
Argyle Eagle here on the near sideline right in front of us.
Well, crazy things could happen. It's an 11-point game. You get a quick score, go for two, makes it a 3-point game, and they've already converted. They should have probably converted another onside kick earlier. That was just perfectly executed. You want that ball to roll about 12 yards and pop up in the air, and it did. And Landon Jackson is going to out-rebound anybody on this field at 6'7", and he did, and it's the Hawks ball at the Argyle 42.
And let's take us a really quick Rapid Med urgent care timeout here with an injured Argyle Eagle on the field. 28 seconds to play in the ball game. Argyle leads by 11, 52-41. We're back with more Eagle football in just a moment.
Rapid Med Urgent Care provides you and your family with personalized, state-of-the-art minor emergency care and primary care. Just up the road at the corner of FM 407 and Chin Chapel Road. This fall, we'll also open a new Argyle location just next to the stadium. Checkups to cuts, broken bones, school vaccinations, sports physicals, and now our all-new telemedicine service, Rapid Med On Demand. No waiting room and direct access to Rapid Med over the web by using your webcam or smartphone. COVID testing available. Extremely proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
All right. Hayden Stewart walking off under his own power for Argyle. As things have gotten a little bit exciting here at the end of this game. It's not in the newspaper, if anybody ever reads one of those again. So on the intraweb, the score's going to look a heck of a lot closer than it was. First down and 10 here for the Hawks, and it's Trent Kelly getting the handoff straight up the middle, and he is brought down after he crosses the 40 to the 39, a pickup of about 3.
I'm sure that was the play to call. Is trying to score quickly. Is one timeout remaining for Pleasant Grove down to 15 seconds.
Baxerini on the stop. Oh, here's a sweep on the right side, and
that's probably do it.
Yep. Pleasant Grove, I guess, is going to take one more timeout as Baxerini again was up to make the stop on that play. That was a different running back out of Hayden Collar, who's starting safety. We've got another injured Eagle out there. It seems like most of these injuries are just cramps, though, so when we mention it, don't get too over concerned. We're having a lot of those here.
Yeah, that's the thing about it's I don't know what the right answer is. Play hard till the whistle, or keep going and call your timeout when you're down 11 with just a short period of time. But you just don't want anybody to get hurt at this point in the game when it's really been over for quite some time. You nailed it, though, Kenny. People will see the score and think, man, that was a shootout, but Argyle led by 25 points and then really kind of called off the dogs, really. It was a dogfight, according to Clark McNulty earlier, and he was right. And then Argyle said, we're going to send in the Poodles.
That was Caleb Murdoch.
Poodles are feisty, though.
Again, walking off under his own power.
Oh, yes.
So 3rd down and 4 here for the Hawks. 6 seconds. This will probably be the last play of the game.
They have an 11-point play. Now would be the time.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I really don't know where you find that.
East Texas, weird things happen.
That's true. It's going to be, Logan Johnson gets it for one final carry, and that should do it as Landon Newman drags him down from behind, and
clock stops. First down with, now there it goes.
And then they start it. They start the clock, to move the chains, and the hometown scoreboard operator went ahead and stopped it at 1 second, I guess trying to get one more play in. But they wind the clock, and this game is over. And the Argyle Eagles have come out to Texarkana to take on the defending 4A Division II state champions. And the Eagles are victorious. Final score, Argyle 52, Pleasant Grove 41.
A lot of love for these. They can't do the handshake line, so they're going to just line up about 10 yards apart and just tip their hats, basically, and I think they should. That's two fine football teams. That was a fun game tonight. Argyle now 48 consecutive regular season wins, going back to 2015. You know who they lost to in 2015? Salina in week 3. You know where we go next week?
Salina for week 3.
That's right.
Let's take us
What's Coach Gibson talking to both teams?
We're going to pray for our team. Wish you guys the best of luck. I hope y'all go win state, okay?
That was Pleasant Grove head coach Josh Gibson, and he was actually addressing Argyle. And I think you heard him there saying how he wanted them to go to the state championship. Absolutely. Argyle wins 52-41. We're going to take a timeout, and then we'll be right back with the CNN Mortgage postgame show. And we'll catch up with the Waxahachie Autoplex players of the game and recap this one where Argyle wins 52-41. We're back with that CNN Mortgage postgame show in just a moment on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.